RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier Title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
Both these teams want to control that clock by grinding it out on the ground. This game's going to be won or lost up in the trenches like most football games are. And whichever team can control that line of scrimmage and control that clock should come out on top this evening. Well, the red and gray making their way on the field now. The Alton Redbirds onto the field at the 50-yard line, right at the Redbird emblem at the midfield stripe. And the Redbirds with their red jerseys, the gray pants, and gray silver helmets, red socks, and they're ready to roll tonight and getting pumped up for this big Southwestern Conference battle. Other games in the conference tonight, East St. Louis and O'Fallon. That should be a good one. Granite City against Belleville West, and Belleville East is at Collinsville. But right here in Alton, the Tigers and the Redbirds, and it should be an exciting night. Head coach Tim Doherty in his 16th year at Edwardsville High for Coach Joe Hook. He has been the head coach now in his 9th season already. 9 years for Coach Hook, and he looks for some success again this year. The Edwardsville Tigers have beaten the Redbirds here at Public School Stadium every time they've met since 1985. The last 2 wins for the Redbirds were at Edwardsville, and the last 2 games at Edwardsville were victories for Alton, including last year, 06, when Alton won 17-14, but also back in 2004, Alton won at Edwardsville. But the Redbirds have not beaten the Tigers here in Alton again since 1985, so it has been a long time, and the captains get ready to check the referees out at midfield and get ready for the coin toss and get this ball game started. Already week number 3, if you can believe that, in high school football, Brian.
No, I can't believe that. 3 weeks of football already upon us, and the college football season going as well. Everything's getting into gear. NFL started last night. I mean, it's a great time of the year. You got baseball winding down, football starting up. Every time you turn on the TV or the radio, you got something to listen to or something to watch.
And as far as baseball goes, there's a lot of fall baseball these days. College baseball, and even, some of the middle schools, of course, have their fall seasons here now in the next 2 months.
Yeah, we started up our fall season this week out at Lewis and Clark. We have our first game next week on Wednesday, and a couple former Redbirds, we've got a few former Tigers out there, and doing volleyball this year too. Brett got some former Edwardsville Tiger girls on our volleyball team out there doing well. So I'm looking forward to getting involved here tonight. My first time doing football, and I can't imagine doing it with anybody better than you, Brent.
Well, thank you very much, Brian Lewis. Well, we get ready for the opening kickoff, and it looks like the Tigers are going to kick it off to the Redbirds, and we'll see how that goes. Alton will start a new quarterback tonight. Shake things up a little bit as number 9, Josh Keene, a junior, 6-foot junior, will start in place of Nick Klein, and the senior Klein may also get some snaps tonight. Both of those quarterbacks have seen some time behind center here early on during the season, and we'll see how things go tonight as Edwardsville in their white road uniforms, trimmed in lots of orange, including orange helmets, get ready to kick things off, and it's number 83 to kick it off, Eli Brummett, the 6-foot senior, and he boots it away. It's a squib kick as they try to get it to one of the up men, and right on his knee as he grabbed the ball was Kenny Scoggins, the starting fullback, and he grabbed it, and when he's down on his knee in high school football, that means he's down right there, and the Redbirds will start at about their own 21-yard line. So not great field position, but we'll see what the offense can do here.
It looked like Scoggins had a little bit of room to run there had he not had his knee on the ground when he picked the ball up.
Fierro Kelly, of course, the leading rusher here, double wing, double tight, and we're ready to go with the Redbirds on offense to start the night. Thanks for joining us here on WBGZ Alton. They'll give it on the sweep to Fierro Kelly, trying to turn the corner. He does. He stumbles out to near the 28-yard line, so good yardage by Fierro Kelly. We thought he was going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage, but he dug up some divots over there, and up to the 28-yard line he goes.
So you can tell with that first run that field is sloppy out there. His foot, you can see that divot out there of about 2 or 3 feet in length. He was able to keep his balance though and turn the corner, pick up about 7 yards for the Redbirds.
So we'll give Kelly 7 on his first carry of the night. And up to the 28-yard line go the Redbirds on offense. And again, Josh Keene, the starting quarterback. He pitches it to Kelly over the right side, and the pile moves forward over the 30, out near the 30. Alton picked it up, and at the 31-yard line of Edwardsville, the Alton Redbirds get a big break. First play from scrimmage for the orange and black. Now Keene back to throw, rolling to his left, still looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked. Couldn't find an open man. He had two receivers out there in the pattern. Defensive end Garrett Schaefer ran him down. Actually, defensive tackle, 6'1", 215. Schaefer, the senior, ran him down.
Well, it looked like he was looking for Leonardo Rodrero Tigers, Kevin Brooks, he had him blanketed out there. It was a smart decision by the quarterback to not throw that ball and just take the sack. And after rolling to his left, he actually only lost 2 yards on the sack. So that's a positive of sorts for the Redbirds, who will go back to the run. The handoff, and there's no room there. They stack it up right at the line of scrimmage, and maybe a loss of another yard or two for fullback Kenny Scoggins. Scoggins, a senior, 5'10", 190. He gained 7 on his first carry, but he's going to lose 1, maybe even 2. 7:30 to go. First quarter, no score. Alton and Edwardsville will call it a loss of 1. 64, Bill Netzhammer for the line of scrimmage. He's the center, a junior, 5'11", 200. And up under center is the quarterback tonight, number 9, Josh Keene, on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Keene will fake it. Now he throws it over the middle. Receiver there, but double covered and no room to squeeze it in there to Leonardo Pedrero, the sophomore, 6'2" receiver, incomplete.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
Radio Sports.
Who does our car insurance?
State Farm.
And what about our house?
State Farm, too.
And what about our life insurance?
Why you ask?
Well, I've got something to tell you.
Bringing new life into the world is one of many great reasons to talk about life insurance. So contact your State Farm agent today. They'll help you choose the right coverage.
Contact Tom Lane to discuss all of your life insurance needs at 377-8912 across from Gino's 140 Club in Bethalto.
With Brian Lewis, Brett Birkland back with you here. And the Edwardsville Tigers get their second possession, their first play from scrimmage. They fumbled it. The Redbirds have had 2 opening series here in the first quarter, but no score. Redbirds couldn't do anything with that great field position at the Edwardsville 31. Now the Tigers with a 2-yard run to start this possession up the middle, and second down and 8. 6:26 to go. We'll talk about the Redbirds defense as we go along. Really their first time, extended time out on the field now after that fumble recovery early on. Here's a quick hitter up the middle, lots of room, and the Tigers will get it up over the 50-yard line, down to the Alton 40-yard line. Goes number 42, that's Blair Henry. Big fullback, and Henry found a hole right up the middle. 6'1" sophomore off to the races.
Yeah, that's, like you said, Blair Henry, that's a big kid out there, and he was moving, too. He had some wheels getting down the field. Busted that play wide open for the Edwardsville Tigers. A big hitter across the 50-yard line as they got it down to the Redbird 41.
About a 37-yard gain from the Alton 22, or make that the Edwardsville 22, to the Alton 41-yard line. First and 10 from the 41 down, and Roundtree will set up the offense again. The quarterback for the Edwardsville Tigers, I formation again. They'll snap it back, give it to Henry again, the fullback. The up man, first man through, and he's going to gain about 5 over left guard, down to the 36-yard line now.
Well, Hendricks touched that ball the first carry and fumbled him.
In the last 2 plays, he hasn't touched it. They've stuck him in the belly of another running back. I think maybe Coach Doherty's trying to make a point there.
I think he might be, because it's been a good start for Hendricks, of course. Hendricks in the first 2 games, 7 touchdowns, 300 yards rushing coming in. And they'll line it up again with number 20, Darryl Hendricks is the deep man. He's a lone setback. He'll get it this time on the pitch. Hendricks to the 35, down to the 33, grabbing him at the ankles there. Nice tackle by linebacker Jarvis Smith of the Alton Redbirds. If it wasn't for a nice play there by number 7, Jarvis Smith, that might have turned into a 10, 12-yard run. He did a good job getting around the ankles of the running back there and pulling him to the ground for the 3rd and short. makes it 3rd down and 3 with 4.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. They're at the Alton 33-yard line now, and Tigers set up shop again at 3rd and short. Redbird looking for some D here, maybe 4-down territory. May not matter. Henry gets the ball. He has stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nice play by the Redbirds on the interior line, and all kinds of Redbirds there, including linebacker Jeremy Jackson. So now 4th down, and it looks like they may give him about a yard. So 4th and 2. No huddle this time, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They give the handoff to Henry again. He is tripped up and lost the ball, and back to the 35-yard line. It's Alton ball because Jeremy Jackson jumped on another fumble.
I think Jeremy Jackson just ripped that out of his arms, out of the fullback's arms as he was trying to go for the 1st down. It looked as if Jackson just reached in, pulled that football right out of the arms of the running back, turned around the other way, and it's Redbird ball again on another Edwardsville Tiger turnover.
It was 4th down anyway, so they would have turned it over on downs, but the Redbirds got off the turf, and at their own 35-yard line, they have their 3rd possession of this first quarter. No score. Edwardsville and Alton, 3:53 to go in the opening quarter. Josh Keene sets up the Redbirds offense. They're ready to roll again. They pitch it to Kelly over the right side. No room there, so he cuts it back, and he's back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing doing for Fierro Kelly.
Tigers did a good job of stringing that play down the line of scrimmage. They filled the holes nicely. Fierro had nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Luckily, he got back to the line of scrimmage for the Redbirds.
2nd down and 10. Edwardsville again with 2 fumbles. Alton with 2 punts. No score early on. Big crowd here gathered. The red on the near side, the orange on the far side in the stands. The Tigers and the Redbirds tonight. Coming up, we have the Oilers and the Vandalia Vandals. That's from Wood River, play-by-play later tonight. Now the offensive line moves, and about every offensive lineman except the center didn't snap it. So everybody knew the count, but maybe the center or vice versa there. It's a penalty on the Redbirds.
You know, sometimes when the field's soggy like this, too, the center will go to snap the ball, and the tip of that ball will stick in the mud a little bit, and he'll lose the handle on it. Take it from somebody who has that experience. The mud can make it hectic for the center out there.
And our first penalty of the ball game, so 2nd down and 15 now. The Redbirds back to their own 30-yard line. Josh Keene under center again. That's hammer the center, puts the man in motion. The wingback Kelly, he has it and tries the middle again, maybe a yard, and he is met helmet to helmet again and knocked back again. And Fierro Kelly, when he's hit, he normally feels it. He's only about 5'5", 160.
Well, the Tigers' middle linebackers are doing a good job here the last few plays of filling these holes and filling these gaps. Standing the Redbird running backs up right at the line of scrimmage each time.
Now 3rd and about 14 to go, and they may just run the football again instead of trying to put it up in the air on 3rd and long, and they may put the blitz on, and maybe you can catch them in a blitz and run a draw or a sweep. We'll see what Keene does. Head coach Joe Hook calling the offensive play. Puts Kelly in motion. They fake the handoff to him, and he has sacked Keene before he could even turn around. Number 62 right there to grab him at the knees. And 62 is Garrett Schaefer again, the defensive tackle, with another sack.
It looked like Schaefer was able to split the center and the guard. Looks like the guard went left, the center went right. Nobody looked at Schaefer. He came right up the gut there and tackled Keene before he could even turn around and hand the ball off.
So they'll call it a loss of 3 on the sack this time. Keene has been sacked twice, and Nick Klein will punt for the 3rd time here in the opening quarter. 25 to go in the first quarter. Klein will boot it away. 3 Tigers right on his foot there, but he got it away, and it rolls inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. Edwardsville will have it at their own 26. The Alton defense, Zach Brown, the safety, recovered a fumble earlier. Linebackers, Jarvis Smith, DeMarco Hodges, Kyle Bradshaw, Fierro Kelly also in the secondary. On the defensive line, Gerhard Huntley, defensive end. The other end, Alex Llewellyn, the tackles, Matt, and Marcus Gray. Gray, 6 foot, 275-pound senior. No score. Tigers and Redbirds were down to 1:15 to go in this opening quarter. And the Tigers have the football back once again at their own 26. 1st and 10. Roundtree with a long count. He'll hand the ball off. It goes to the fullback again, and they've used that play successfully. And again, the starting fullback, Connor Smith, 5'10 junior, rumbling up, and Tigers have an injury back in the backfield, maybe an offensive lineman. Good 9-yard gain for Connor Smith, though.
The Redbirds are having a little trouble with the fullbacks here. It's been the both of them, Connor Smith as well as Blair Henry, have been giving the Redbirds some fits here when they've touched the ball. Big, strong, fast guys going right up the middle. Been able to contain Hendricks somewhat, but the fullbacks are doing the job for the Tigers so far.
Scoreless game at Public School Stadium. Back in just a moment. Injury timeout for the Tigers. 1:06 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless. You're listening to 15 Radio Sports.
Hello, my name is David Stevenson.
Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
What do I need to do to sell you a car today?
Roberts Motors, 2 locations, Alton and Wood River.
Welcome back to the stadium on State Street, Public School Stadium. Still an injury timeout there as offensive lineman still down, and looks like his right ankle, right leg. Maybe a cramp, maybe not, maybe something more severe, but it is a very warm, humid night here, and not much breeze at all, so there could be some cramping, and you see the Redbirds right now still trying to stay loose there on defense.
So you would think it's warm enough and humid enough you wouldn't pull any muscles, but you're right, the cramping could get bad tonight if the guys aren't staying loose and keeping water in them and doing all the things they need to be doing out there. It looks like they're testing that knee out there, though, on them.
It is the right leg. Redbirds next week will be on the road in the conference. They'll play at Belleville East and then back home in week number 5 against East St. Louis. Flyers will be here in 2 weeks. As far as the Edwardsville Tigers go, next week they're back home against Collinsville, the K-Hawks. That's always a big rivalry. And then at O'Fallon in week number 5. We're already in week 3 of the football season. Tomorrow morning, we have Sports Talk at 11 a.m., scores, highlights, interviews, and more. And then we have all kinds of football tomorrow at noon. Start with Breeze Mater Dei against CM, followed by, at about 2 o'clock, the Roxana Hillsboro game. Then the Illini, their home opener tomorrow night at 6. You'll hear that live on the Big Z. Western Illinois against the Illini tomorrow. 5:30 broadcast time, 6 o'clock kickoff. And then tomorrow night on tape delay, after Illinois, Litchfield and Marquette from here at Public School Stadium. So lots of football as all 5 Riverbend teams again playing at home this weekend, and that's a rarity. Brian Lewis and Brett Birkland here with you as we're ready to roll as the offensive lineman walks slowly to the far side, and that's Casey Dennis, it looks like, starting guard for the Tigers. Tigers ball, 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and short, they'll give it to the fullback again, and he is met, hit, and hit hard, and number 86 lost his helmet as he smacked the ball carrier, the fullback, Jeremy Jackson, with a big hit.
Jeremy Jackson's already made his presence known around here in the short first quarter that we've already played. He's got a strip, a fumble recovery. He stood up the running back twice at the line to hold him at the line of scrimmage, and right there, even without a helmet, was still going head first into the pile to make that stop.
Redbirds with a couple fumble recoveries on defense. Henry, about a 2-yard carry there for a first down, though. Second down and 1. Now it's 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Edwardsville with the last play of the first quarter, it looks like. Hendricks has it right side. He breaks the tackle, but there's more Redbirds there to make the tackle at the 39, including number 3, who was up there quickly, William Lewis, a sophomore, making a nice strong tackle after a 2-yard gain. And Hendricks, not much room to run in the first quarter. We've played 12 minutes after 1 quarter at Public School Stadium. It's Edwardsville and Alton 0-0 in Southwestern Conference football tonight. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you play sports like football, injuries are going to happen. That's why more area schools count on the Human Motion Institute sports medicine pros to keep their athletes healthy and in the game. Our certified athletic trainers are part of the team, assessing and treating injuries right on the field. And if serious injury occurs, they're backed by an expert team of Alton Memorial Hospital surgeons and therapists. The Human Motion Institute at Alton Memorial Hospital. You're part of the team.
These days, cars come equipped with all kinds of incredible features. Anti-lock brakes, traction control, side impact airbags. Even something like a GPS navigation system might come standard on your next vehicle. But the most important option, a designated driver. That's a feature you make standard. A designated driver. Make it standard. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
And Dixon Distributing Company, Godfrey, Illinois. With Brian Lewis, Brent Berkland back with you. Thanks for tuning in to WBGZ Alton. On the internet tonight, too, AltonDailyNews.com. Also, RiverBender.com. Check out RiverBender.com with some video to go along with our audio tonight. Big night of football. It's the Alton Redbirds and the Edwardsville Tigers. Second quarter now, scoreless. 12 minutes back on the clock. Second period here, and Edwardsville has a second down and 8 as they now move from our right to our left. And Roundtree, the quarterback, fakes it to the fullback. He'll pitch it to Hendricks, the deep man. Hendricks coming around the end and hit hard by a couple of Redbirds. The first Redbird there looked like linebacker DeMarco Hodges with a big stick, but Hendricks all the way up to the 46. He's a yard short of a first down.
DeMarco Hodges came in there like a missile. Came out of nowhere, just a blur of red. Bang, and his running back was down. Too bad for the Redbirds. It was 7 to 8 yards downfield, though.
Yeah, 7 yards, so it's third and about a yard and a half. Tigers on third and short, near midfield. They're at their own 45-yard line. They need to get to the 46 and a half. Roundtree under center again. Puts the man in motion. Receiver to the far side. He's going to throw it on third and short. Incomplete. Threw it between 2 receivers. It looked like he was trying to hit his tight end, Nick Plato, 82. But he overthrew him, and then another receiver even further downfield. That was too short for him. Incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like Plato might have been able to extend his arms to make a catch there, but it looked like he thought, as you said, the ball was going to the wide receiver downfield and didn't try to catch it.
I think it was just a bad throw, and now third and, or make it fourth, then a yard and a half, and Tigers look like they're going to punt it away unless we see a fake here at midfield. So a little surprise there on third and short that they would go with the pass, but that's the way it was. Head coach Tim Doherty. Now the Tigers booted away on a punt to Fierro Kelly, who backs up, tried to grab it at the 10. He'll pick it up at the 5 instead, and he's in trouble. Out to the 10, to the 15, and that's it. 10 yards on the return out to the 15-yard line. As the ball was obviously kicked away from Kelly for a reason, and he did pick it up and bring it back 10.
Well, I think he decided to finally pick it up at the 5 because if I saw that right, I think it may have touched his hand at about. Yeah, I think he'd already made contact with it, and that was why he picked it up at the 5. Might have given some of his coaches a heart attack down there picking it up at the 5, but he did a good job to get it back out to the 15.
So at their own 15-yard line, the Redbirds with another possession here in a scoreless game. 10:55 to go, second quarter. Redbirds football, and junior quarterback Josh Keene under center. Double wing, double tight, as always for the Redbirds. Man in motion for the Birds, too. They'll give it to the up man, Scoggins, the fullback, and he'll carry it. For about, well, they may give him 4 to the 19-yard line, second down and 6.
Well, it looked as if he was only going to give man, but he carried a couple Edwardsville Tiger defenders on his back, another 3 yards or so, and he's going to set up a second and 6 right here.
Well, not much offense in this ball game so far, obviously. 0-0. And some punts back and forth. Tigers with 2 fumbles. And the Redbirds playing some good defense. Tigers, too, though, early on. Second and 6 from their own 19. Redbirds with a man in motion again. They'll run the counter and run the reverse the other way. And number 33, Kenny Jones, the far side, and up near the 25. He may be about a yard short. We'll call 3rd and 1 on a gain of 5.
It was a nice play there by the Redbirds. It looked as if it was going to develop too slow to work, but the counter caught the Tigers going the opposite direction, and running back was able to get the game there.
Well, you got to have the good blocking up front for that play to develop. Keene, Sharp, Kinder, Netzhammer, Charleston, the 5 offensive linemen. 9:35 to go. In the second quarter, Kelly trying to turn it to the outside, and looks like he has a first down, and he won't go down, but he finally does. Tigers double and triple team him, and they're going to mark it at about the 28-yard line, a gain of 4, and that's a 1st and 10 for Kelly.
That's a tough little running back out there, Brent. I mean, he was dragging defenders with him. He was going to get that first down no matter what. Hendricks of the safety for the Tiger camp there and popped him pretty good to finally knock him down, but he jumped right back up even after that big hit.
Well, Coach Joe Hook mentioning many times that Kelly at 5'5" is very strong for a little guy, about 160. Kelly is a senior, wears number 22. He's the left wing back here. They'll give it to the right wing back, and no room as he tried the far side. Kenny Jones was tripped up at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for about 1 yard. So yards tough to come by tonight. 0-0 game. 8:42 to go till time. The second quarter ticking down here. Redbirds at 1-1. The Tigers to start the year, but now we start the Southwestern Conference tonight. 4 big games for the 8 teams. Here's Keene at second down and 9. This time they'll run the counter to the near side, and it's Kelly. Kelly with a nice move or two. He's out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. Shake and bake for Fierro Kelly.
He gave that little shoulder move. I couldn't tell what number that safety was, but he made an Edwardsville Tiger safety just look like a fool out there. He gave a little shake and bake with his shoulders to the left, turned it back to the right, and another first down for the Alton Redbirds, and they're going to move the ball here on this drive.
About 13 yards for Kelly. We'll give him on that carry. And another 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The Redbirds with 2 first downs on this drive now, out to the 42. Now they put a receiver to the far side. Different formation for the red and gray here. And some movement before the snap again. The second time we've seen that here in the first half.
Yeah, it's those small things like that that are going to drive Coach Hook crazy tonight. The Redbirds can't be making these kind of mistakes and, continue to be successful moving the ball.
Illegal procedure, 5 yards against the Redbirds. Back to their own 37 now. 1st and 15.
You can tell that they don't have the offense, set up to convert 1st and 15, 2nd and 15, in the 3rd and long. Taking those dumb penalties right off the bat on first down, that is just going to come back to haunt them.
They're grinding it out so far, 3 and 4 yards at a time, but when you're at 2nd and long, 3rd and long, it's a lot tougher with that tight offensive set. Now they'll pitch it to the outside. Jones with a nice catch on the pitch. He'll go to the 40, back to the line of scrimmage. 42, and he did that pretty much all on his own. Not the best pitch to him, but Jones made a nice scoop and grabbed it in midair, and he gained 5.
That was a very nice catch of that toss there by Jones. Keene was trying to lead him, but he led him just a little bit too far. He was able to reach out and grab it, spin a couple times, and somehow work his way for a 5-yard gain there.
6:50 to go, second quarter. Again, the Oilers and the Shells with their home openers tonight in Wood River and Roxana. CM at home tonight. Marquette at home tomorrow night against the Litchfield Purple Panthers. Redbirds here now, 2nd and 10 after a 5-yard gain. They'll pitch it to Kelly to the near side. Turns the corner out near the 45. They may give him a 3-yard gain, but the Tigers string it out. They've got good speed on defense, too.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job going sideline to sideline and stringing this out along the line of scrimmage. Nice job there by Hendricks as well as looks like a linebacker there. I can't see his number. They did a good job there of stringing that out all the way to the sideline and knocking him down.
Yeah, they only give him the 44-yard line, so it's 3rd and 8 near midfield. At their own 44, the Redbirds line it up. And we'll see what the quarterback, Keene, and the Redbirds have in store for 3rd and 8. They'll give it to the up man, and it's the fullback, and not much there for Kenny Scoggin. 2 yards to the 46. It's 4th and 6.
It looked like that same man again. I believe that's number 35, Tavon Luddy there, or Ludy, however you pronounce that, for the Edwardsville Tigers. He's doing a good job at that middle linebacker spot. That's 2 plays in a row where he shut it down.
Well, it's time for senior Nick Klein to punt it away again. He's had a busy night, kicking the football already. 0-0, 5:15 to go. First half. Good snap back to Klein, and he boots it away again. Down near the 25, it hits, rolls to the 20, to the 17, now the 16-yard line before it's touched by the Redbirds. Ryan Smith, the first man down there to touch it and down it. And the Redbirds will have the football, or I should say they're back on defense now, and they've done a good job, a solid game on defense so far, even though we're only in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that illegal procedure penalty, like we had talked about, came back to haunt a little bit there. They couldn't make up for that 1st and 15. It looked like they got about 10 or 12 yards of that back, but couldn't pull it out. Tigers get the ball back, and once again, they're going to try to put some points on the board here in this 0-0 ball game.
Well, the Redbirds could really use a turnover deep in this part of the field with just 5 minutes to go till halftime. That would be big. Shotgun now. Roundtree is going to run it out of the shotgun. Up to the 20, to the 1-yard line he goes. 5 or 6 yards for the quarterback on a keeper.
Yeah, it looked a lot like the old University of Illinois last week right there, lining up in the shotgun, taking the handoff, and the quarterback taking off running.
Well, a lot of college teams have put that in there for their quarterbacks to run right out of the shotgun. You see more and more college football quarterbacks just taking off.
And with any sport, it takes one team to win, and everybody else is going to emulate it. You know, when Urban Meyer puts that in, he wins a couple years with it, wins a national title. Now everybody wants to do it.
Roundtree this time will hand the ball off. Hendricks, the deep man, no room there for him again over the right side. Redbirds were there. Lots of red there, including William Lewis, number 3. Number 55, Huntley, in on the tackle, too.
It's a big 3rd down right here for the Redbirds. They need a big stand. Force the Tigers to punt. They could get some good field position out there, but they can come up with a big defensive stop right here.
4 minutes to go. Second quarter. 0-0 game. Each team, basically this game being played between the 20s so far. 0-0 contest. 3rd and 5. The Redbirds need some big D here. There's a fumble, and Roundtree will grab it at the 20-yard line. He fumbled the snap, or maybe when he was getting ready to turn and hand it, but he had to jump on it at the 20, and it's going to be 4th and 7, loss of 2. Goes as a sack, technically, in the 2-yard loss. And so, 4th and 7, the Redbirds are going to get it back with about 3 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, and they should have pretty good field position to do this. Just put up this last drive with. Even if he gets a good punt off, I think Piero Kelly's going to get a good return here. The Tigers aren't careful, he might take this to the house. This is where you like to see your return man, right out there in midfield.
And they probably told Kelly to try to get this one on the fly, unlike last time, and he's not going to. It's going to hit at the 50. He slips and falls, and it rolls to the 40, now down to the 38-yard line. And Kelly wanted to pick that one up on the first hop, the big bounce, but he lost his footing.
You got to give the punter credit there. I mean, they're kicking away from him. He's doing a good job. He's punting it away from him. He's getting good bounces with it. You know, special teams will win ball games just as easily as offensive defense, and the punter for the Edwardsville Tigers is doing a good job here tonight.
So, 38-yard line, we'll call it. 1st and 10, 2:44 to go. So lots of time, really. Plenty of time for the Redbirds to make a move here at their own 38. Keene up to the line of scrimmage. He sets the offense for the Alton Redbirds here. Redbirds winning at Quincy in Week 1, losing to Cahokia here at home in Week 2. Keene will throw it. Over the middle he goes, and a man's open. He has it at the 30, down inside the 25. It's Stephen Barton, number 80, the big 6'5" junior.
It looked a lot like that same play they tried in the first quarter, and Keene had to take the sack because they had Bart double covered, but he was able to get behind the coverage there, wide open down the middle of the field, and the throw was right on the money from number 9, Keene, and the Redbirds have something cooking here down at the 22-yard line.
It's like 40-yard pass play, and boy, Keene took his time. A lot of boys there as he waited, that moment, and he fired it over the middle. Down to the 23-yard line. Now Fierro Kelly with a run, and he is just inside the 20, so into the red zone, and 2:14 to go. What a big pass and a big play now.
You know, you don't have to throw very often if you're going to make it count when you do it, and the Redbirds sure did it there.
Kelly gets 2 yards on unofficially his 8th carry, 35 yards in the first half. Down to the 20-yard line, 2nd down at 8. As we dip under 2 minutes to go here in the first half, and referee with an official's timeout here, and it's going to be, I don't see any flag, but maybe a penalty on the Tigers. We'll see.
It looked like he pointed that way.
They talk it over with the Redbirds offense here, and the captains, including number 64, center Bill Netzhammer, as Keene, the quarterback, is over on the sideline talking to head coach Joe Hook. And the Tigers may be charged with their first penalty of the ballgame.
You got the last name Netzhammer. You got to play football, right, Brent?
Hammer time.
He's doing a good job out there tonight, too, young Bill.
And they'll mark off against Edwardsville, not 5, but 10 yards, and that's going to be a first. And 10 at the 11-yard line, and again in the red zone, but looks like illegal substitution, the call on the Tigers. So from the 11-yard line, the Redbirds can jump in front here before halftime. 1:53 to go, first half. Keene under center. And they set the offense, and the Tigers jumping. When the Redbirds set it, maybe a hard count, and maybe Edwardsville with another penalty back-to-back. Offside defense.
Looked like that defensive end was in the neutral zone when the ball was snapped. He's trying to get off the ball quick, get around that outside, and he was just a little bit too quick. Give the Redbirds another 5 yards.
Back-to-back penalties and big ones on the orange defense here.
That'd be a nice time for a play-action fake right here, Brent. Fake the pitch and turn around, throw that ball to the corner of the end zone.
From the 6-yard line now, 2nd down. They hand the ball to Fierro Kelly. He dips inside and down near the 5. A flag is thrown. Maybe a face mask there. We'll see. Or could be a hold on the Redbirds. We'll see if it's another Tiger defensive penalty. Flag flying in there kind of late, and Kelly,
face mask.
It is a face mask on Fierro Kelly. By the time he was tackled, there were 2 or 3 Tigers there, and one of them had the mask.
You know, and as little as he already is, and when he gets down low, those guys go to reach for him, they don't realize they're reaching at his head.
No gain They move it half the distance down to about the 3.5-yard line. Back-to-back-to-back penalties on the Tigers. 3 penalties in a row on their defense. 1:19 to go. Clock ticking. Near 1 minute left in the first half. Now from the 3.5-yard line, Keene sets up the offense. Man in motion, and they hand the ball off. A late handoff, but it's a touchdown! Alton Redbirds! Kenny Jones, the right wingback, coming back to the left, and he scores over the left side from 3 yards out. Number 33, Kenny Jones. It's 6-0.
It looked like he was sticking that ball in the belly of his fullback Scoggins, and myself included, along with the whole Edwardsville Tiger defense, thought that's what was going on, and the next thing you knew, Kenny Jones had the ball standing in the back of the end zone, touchdown, Alton High.
Redbirds lead it 6-0. Now they'll try to tack on the extra point with 1:03 to go in the first half. Here's the extra point. It's in the air, and it is good. Number 8, David Willings, the junior, boots it through. And just as we talked about, if you score right before half, it is huge.
It's huge. You can score right before half. It's almost like double momentum, because not only do you get a little bit of momentum, the devastation to the defense, it just goes both ways. They lose the momentum on the defensive side of the ball. You gain the momentum on the offensive side of the ball. You get a lot of energy when you get back into the locker room, and that can only breed more positive things for the Redbirds here this evening.
Well, the Redbirds got it in the red zone, and then they obviously got some help from the Tigers' defense on those 3 penalties, though, Brian.
Yeah, they got some help, but no bones about it. You know, the big play of the drive was the pass play. The 40-yard pass play from Keene to Barton was a beautiful pass play, a beautiful throw out of Keene's hand, a perfect spiral over the shoulder, and that's what set up the whole drive.
And also after the punt, they got pretty good field position at their own 38-yard line, 37-yard line, so about a 62-yard drive, and it ends up in the end zone. Pay dirt for the Redbirds here in the second quarter with just 1:03 to go until halftime, and now the Redbirds need to make sure that they keep it 7-0 as we go to the locker rooms. We'll see.
Right, that's the thing. You don't want to give the Tigers any momentum back right here. You want to keep them down on the map for this last minute.
Here we go. Kickoff for the Redbirds. 1:03 to go. So with 63 seconds to go before halftime, the Redbirds get on the board, and Alton kicks it off. It's Adrian Orr, the kickoff man. Orr boots it down near the 20, and he is tripped up quickly there as good special teams play again. And lots of Redbirds in the vicinity, including Ryan Smith, 21, and Adrian Orr, the kicker, was even down there helping out.
Well, 21, Smith put a popping on that run back there for the Tigers. It looked like he was going to sidestep he actually did sidestep the first man, and big number 21 was right there waiting for him, put him on his back.
Edwardsville ball at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10, but we're down to 58 seconds to go till halftime. Live at Public School Stadium, Roundtree hands the ball off, and up to the 25-yard line was the ball carrier for the Tigers. And going to be just a gain of 2 or 3, and second down. Blair Henry with another carry. Big fullback. 47 yards on 5 carries unofficially for him.
Yeah, he's been the running back of choice for Coach Doherty so far. After that first play fumble by Hendricks, he just really hasn't gotten the ball too many times.
And the Redbirds defense keying on their big man, Hendricks, of course. Roundtree will hand the ball off to the deep man, Hendricks. He jumps over one defender, but there's more there, and the Redbirds knock him to the 28-yard line, and there to finish him off, William Lewis, number 3, the sophomore playing Inspired D tonight.
Well, the Redbirds are doing an outstanding job tonight, stacking up the ball carrier for the Tigers. One man up or holding them up while the rest of them come to gang tackling. You can start to hear this big crowd come alive as halftime is approaching, and the Redbirds go into the locker room with the lead.
Redbirds and Tigers have hit halftime at Public School Stadium. Our score, the Redbirds 7, the Edwardsville Tigers 0. Alton with a touchdown, with 1:03 to go in that first half. Kenny Jones, the only score. Nothing, our score at the half. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When it's time to make a choice about...
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agencies certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
It's time to book a date for your fall banquet and holiday party at Johnson's Corner. The banquet room at Johnson's Corner seats up to 80, and you can choose either a buffet or sit-down meal. Johnson's Corner will also cater to your home party, workplace, employee appreciation party, birthday party, or holiday party. When Johnson's Corner caters, you can count on prompt personal service, and afterwards, they'll even clean up the food mess. Call for available dates, 465-5640. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton.
Did you know you can choose your own title company for your real estate transactions? Here are comments from people who chose Premier Title and Escrow Company.
Use them on an average 3 or 4 times a month.
We closed at the Premier office in Godfrey at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was back to work by 2:30.
They understand what I need when I call them, even if I can't express it properly to them.
For your next real estate transaction, choose Premier Title and Escrow Company in Godfrey, offering professional service with a personal touch.
Rolling Hills Golf Course, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend area, has been providing an enjoyable golf experience and exceptional value for thousands of golfers every year. Rolling Hills offers a 27-hole golf facility, state-of-the-art driving range, and a clubhouse designed for tournament use. Bring out a few friends or have your next business meeting where you can enjoy a light lunch with cocktails and free Wi-Fi. Be good to yourself and your game. Come out and visit Rolling Hills Golf Course or see us online at rollinghillsgc.com.
Looking for something to do this weekend?
RiverBender.com.
How about great deals on your favorite pastime?
RiverBender.com.
Maybe you're in the market for a new home.
RiverBender.com.
Or a new car.
RiverBender.com.
Restaurants, menus, coupons, and gift certificates.
RiverBender.com.
No matter what you're shopping for.
RiverBender.com.
If you live in the Riverbend community, you need to visit
You've seen the billboards and the crazy floats, but what exactly is RiverBender.com? RiverBender.com puts the Riverbend community at your fingertips. Riverbend news and entertainment, as well as an awesome shopping guide with terrific money-saving coupons from area businesses, a full classified section, a link to local websites, games, and so much more. Plus, every week, RiverBender.com awards cash and
offense in their first 2 games, and the Redbirds have come out inspired after being embarrassed a little bit by Cahokia last week.
Yeah, well, Cahokia's got a very good football team, no doubt about it, but anytime you lose 53-13, you're embarrassed, no matter how good you think the other team is. So, obviously, Coach Hook and the Redbirds have taken all week of practice seriously. They've worked hard, prepared well, and so far, through 24 minutes, they're on top.
Our only score, again, coming there with just 1:03 to go in this first half. Second quarter at the 1:03 mark. It was a 3-yard touchdown run by Kenny Jones. Willings with the extra point. 7-0 our score here at halftime. So the Redbirds over the Tigers here at the half. Lots of football left, though, not only in this ball game, but all weekend long here on Z1570. So keep your dial right here on the Big Z. Brian and I will be back with more halftime, but right now it's the IRN Prep Report here at the half.
You get rewarded because of your...
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier Title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
15 years? A movie? A car? How about 4 years of college tuition? Brace yourself. It could cost over $100,000. But with College Illinois, the state's 529 prepaid tuition program, you can stop increases now. Prepay today and use the benefits no matter where your child decides to go to college. So while other costs continue to go up, with College Illinois, you don't have to worry about the rising cost of tuition.
For details, visit collegeillinois.com.
Parents take countless steps to protect their little ones, from car seats and crib monitors to the safest toys. College Illinois offers an equally important type of protection. In an age of tuition increases that average 10% a year, College Illinois lets you lock in your child's tuition at a cost set today, no matter where they decide to go to college. It's all about securing their education and their future.
Enrollment ends April 24th. Visit collegeillinois.com, the smart, secure way to pay for college tuition.
This is the Illinois Radio Network Prep Report. I'm Wayne Randazzo. Normal Community High School is one of 3 high schools in the city of Normal. The Ironmen football squad has been very successful the last couple of seasons, making it to the state title game before losing in 2005, winning the state championship in 2006 over Batavia, and so far this season, a 2-0 record, including a 47-35 win over rival Bloomington High School last Friday. The big offensive numbers came from Joey Anderson and Dan Moore, the 2 tailbacks for Normal Community High School. The running game put up over 300 yards, and head coach Hud Venerable has come to expect that kind of rushing attack.
Both these guys are veteran players. Joey's been playing varsity football since he was a freshman. He was a contributor for us as a defensive back as a freshman. Dan ended up being our starting tailback again about the same time Joey started playing a lot more offensively. Both these kids now are bigger and stronger and experienced and have been through some pretty tough battles, and they came into the season. We knew Joey was probably going to be a defensive starter as well, and he's in tremendous physical shape, so he's ready to play both ways. And actually, Dan could play cornerback if we wanted him to. He's also a very talented defensive back.
While Anderson and Moore can help the defensive side of the football, the Ironman defense gave up 35 points last week. The most they allowed last year was 20 in the state title game. The Venerable isn't that concerned.
Well, we have some key positions on defense that are still a little bit unsettled. We're still evaluating, and we made a couple position changes this week in practice that we think will help us down the road. The problem last week is we gave Bloomington a short field on 3 of their 5 touchdowns. I don't see a real problem there. We have to make sure that we're not turning the ball over. We're not giving up mistakes in the kicking game, giving the other team short field. So, Bloomington took advantage, but it's not like they were driving the ball up and down the field.
The last time Normal Community High School lost a football game was in the 2005 championship game to Morris. And with this year's team so far undefeated through the first couple of weeks, Venerable is trying to stave off any comparisons from this year to last year.
I think it's way too early to put that kind of pressure on this team. I think what we're hoping we can do is get better every week. The goal is to win the conference, and our league is good. I mean, our league has gotten really good, so it's way too early for us to even talk about comparing this team. I don't think it's fair to compare any team to any team. Right now, just take care of business in the Big 12.
At Public School Stadium with Brian Lewis. Brent Berkwin back with you here in a good ball game, kicking off at 7 o'clock tonight, 1 hour ago, and 7-0 our score here. 7-0 in favor of the Alton Redbirds. They lead the Edwardsville Tigers as we open the Southwestern Conference football season here in week number 3. Alton looking for win number 2, and they have played a solid so far when you look at defense, offense, special teams, just about everything. No mistakes. Edwardsville has the 2 fumbles, remember, and Redbirds doing a lot of things right, Brian.
Yeah, really, there was nothing you could sit here and say about the Alton Redbirds that they did wrong. I mean, the one procedure penalty may have cost them, you could say, but that was no big deal. The Tigers turned the ball over twice. They had the 3 back-to-back penalties down by the goal line to help the Redbirds punch it in. And make no bones about it, the Redbirds have you could almost say, dominated this football game. The Tigers just look sloppy. They haven't looked like they've prepared. They're struggling with the field out there. The running backs are dropping the ball, and Alton High just looks like the better team as of right now.
Of course, a lot of football to be played, and who will grab the momentum as we move into the second half and early in the third quarter? That's always big, of course, no matter what kind of football it is, from the NFL to college to here in high school football. Who grabs that momentum after the break?
Right. any sport, any coach, anything, they'll tell you that adjustments are the name of the game. Well, football more than the rest of them, and it's going to depend on which coach goes in and makes those adjustments, which team follows the coach's plan of the adjustments, and goes back out there and puts that plan into motion. And for the Redbirds, you got to think they're going to continue to stress the offensive line and defensive line as they've been controlling that line of scrimmage all night. And I think the Tigers are going to have to put the ball up in the air a little bit more if they want to win this ball game, because I think the Redbirds are doing a good job shutting that run game down, and I think they'll continue to do it.
5 home games for the Redbirds this year. This is home game number 2. They still will host East St. Louis later this month, and the last 2 games of the year will both be here at home. Belleville West and O'Fallon will be here in October in weeks 8 and weeks 9. So the next 7 weeks, of course, Southwestern Conference action now all the way to the end of the season, the end of the regular season, to week number 9. We'll take a break here at halftime. It's the Alton Redbirds 7, the Edwardsville Tigers nothing at halftime. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
What do I need to do to sell you a car today?
Roberts Motors, 2 locations, Alton and Wood River.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power and Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agencies certified by J.D. Power and Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
It's time to book a date for your fall banquet and holiday party at Johnson's Corner. The banquet room at Johnson's Corner seats up to 80, and you can choose either a buffet or sit-down meal. Johnson's Corner will also cater to your home party, workplace, employee appreciation party, birthday party, or a holiday party. When Johnson's Corner caters, you can count on prompt personal service, and afterwards, they'll even clean up the food mess. Call for available dates, 465-5640. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton.
Did you know you can choose your own title company for your real estate transactions? Here are comments from people who chose Premier Title and Escrow Company.
Use them on an average 3 or 4 times a month.
We closed at the Premier office in Godfrey at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was back to work by 2:30.
They understand what I need when I call them, even if I can't express it properly to them.
For your next real estate transaction, choose Premier Title and Escrow Company in Godfrey, offering professional service with a personal touch.
Rolling Hills Golf Course, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend area, has been providing an enjoyable golf experience and exceptional value for thousands of golfers every year. Rolling Hills offers a 27-hole golf facility, state-of-the-art driving range, and a clubhouse designed for tournament use. Bring out a few friends or have your next business meeting where you can enjoy a light lunch with cocktails and free Wi-Fi. Be good to yourself in your game. Come out and visit Rolling Hills Golf Course or see us online at rollinghillsgc.com.
Looking for something to do this weekend?
RiverBender.com.
How about great deals on your favorite pastime?
RiverBender.com.
Maybe you're in the market for a new home.
RiverBender.com.
Or a new car.
RiverBender.com.
Restaurants, menus, coupons, and gift certificates.
RiverBender.com.
No matter what you're shopping for.
RiverBender.com.
Tonight, Roxanne is at home against Hillsborough this evening, their home opener. The Oilers' home opener in Wood River. That's East Alton Wood River against Vandalia. Also CM home down the road in Bethalto tonight. They're at home against Breeze Mater Dei. Here in Alton, it's the Redbirds and the Edwardsville Tigers. Tomorrow night, Coach Rick Reinhardt makes his home debut for the Marquette Explorers. They'll be here and be facing the Litchfield Purple Panthers. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of rain we get between now and then and how the field conditions will be tomorrow night after you get this game on the turf, and then now tomorrow night, Litchfield and Marquette.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely play a major role in that game. They don't call it the great equalizer for nothing. The rain's gonna come in, and it's gonna already get on to the like you said, the field's already gonna be tore up from this game. The rain's gonna get in there, and the mud's gonna form in those holes that are already out there, and it could be a sloppy night tomorrow, or a sloppy day tomorrow for the Explorers.
Litchfield at Marquette tomorrow night at 7. And also tomorrow, the Illinois home opener, and you can hear that one here on Z1572. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff with Western Illinois taking on the Fighting Illini. So we'll see how that goes, too, tomorrow night. The broadcast time, 5:30 for that ball game. So that will be on the air tomorrow as well. Lots of football. It all starts with Sports Talk, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's scores, highlights, interviews, and more. We'll be back with more football here on this Friday night. Redbirds and Tigers coming up. It's halftime, and Alton leads Edwardsville again, 7-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all. Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
What do I need to do to sell you a car today?
Roberts Motors, 2 locations, Alton and Wood River.
In the high school football season, and it'll be interesting to see how this second half goes, and it'll also be interesting to see what happens with the other Southwestern Conference games tonight. East St. Louis and O'Fallon, Granite City and Belleville West, and Belleville East and Collinsville. Right here at Edwardsville at Alton. And right here we have a 7-0 game. The Redbirds leading the Tigers here at the break. Brian Lewis and Brent Berkland back with you here. And I guess we expect more of the same in the second half. More defense by these two teams.
Yeah, you would think this game's probably going to end somewhere in the range of 14-7, 10-7, maybe even 7-0, 7-3. That's what you would think is going to happen. A lot more defense out there and a lot more running the football. Like we said from the start, the team that controls the line of scrimmage, controls the clock, going to win this game. So far, so good for the Redbirds.
Redbirds loosening up, getting ready for the second half, and the Edwardsville Tigers doing the same. And then we will get ready for the second half kickoff, and it will be a kickoff by Adrian Owen. Redbirds, number 17, the senior, he'll tee it up, and the Redbirds will kick the ball to the Tigers, and we'll see how that Redbirds defense holds up here in the third quarter and in the entire second half. They're pitching a shutout so far, 7-0, Altonville.
And Edwardsville really hasn't even threatened to score just yet in this game either. I mean, the Redbird defense is what has been the biggest surprise to me. I haven't had a chance to watch either team play this year, obviously. came out here tonight thinking that the Redbird defense would be a little bit overmatched, but Coach Hook's got the boys ready to play tonight, and they're out there doing a heck of a job.
Redbirds getting ready to tee it up. Tigers special teams unit out there already, ready to go. Their return men, the backs all the way back to their own 10-yard line, including number 3, and that's the quarterback, Roundtree. You don't see the quarterback playing on special teams much, especially as a return man, but he's back there deep. And the Alton Redbirds now out of their huddle, special teams, and the tee in the hand, the kicking tee in the hand of Adrian Orr, who tees it up at his own 40-yard line. And 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready to go in the third quarter here, and that 7-0 ball game. Redbirds over the Tigers. Here we go. Redbirds kick to the Tigers. Redbirds with not many mistakes. A couple of penalties there in the first half. No fumbles, no interceptions lost. And that's been a big key. Of course, turnover is always a big key. Or boots it to Roundtree, who will give on the reverse to the near side. And Hendricks is hit at the 15, and the rest of the Redbirds there. The first man there, once again, Ryan Smith. He's everywhere.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Smith is using his body like a human bowling ball out there, and he's using the Edwardsville Tigers like they're the pins, and he just keeps running down that field and knocking those Tigers down. He's doing a heck of a job out there tonight, number 21.
And he made Hendricks stagger just enough for the rest of the Redbirds to get there at the 15-yard line. Ryan Smith is a senior. He's only 5'8", 160 pounds where he's lifted, but boy, he plays bigger than that for sure. Now it's Edwardsville ball at their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10, third quarter underway. Here in the 8 o'clock hour, Roundtree gives the ball off. Big hole there. Hendricks over the right side and over the 20-yard line. Out near the 22-yard line goes the ball carrier.
Hendricks ran that one with a lot more authority on that carry, Brent. He looked like he meant business out there. He pulled over number 7 of the Redbirds as he made contact with him, ran right through him. And this is not a very good sign for the Alton Redbirds out there, as number 86 is hobbling around, and he's been a stud for him all night tonight, and he's hobbling off the field right now.
Yeah, Jeremy Jackson's going to have to come off the field, linebacker for the Redbirds. Number 7, Jarvis Smith, tried to tackle Hendricks, but not this time, and shooting off the ball a lot better with the Edwardsville Tigers offensive line, at least on that first play. Now flags fly, and they may have taken too much time, the Tigers. And it is delay of game, and that'll cost them 5, and it's 2nd and 3. That's a big penalty.
Yeah, another big mistake right there for the Tigers. The penalties are really taking their toll on the Edwardsville Tigers so far through 2+ quarters of this game.
Well, one of the Tigers' big men, of course, is the biggest man maybe on the field. David Young, a 3-year starter at offensive tackle and defensive tackle, 6'5", 275. He's a senior and being recruited by a lot of big-time colleges, apparently. Wears number 78. And he is a big man on the inside of those trenches, both lines, offense and defense. Now the ball carrier for Edwardsville up to the 18-yard line, and a gain of maybe 1 there for Connor Smith, number 45.
Yeah, and big number 68, Casey Dynas, has not come back into the ball game after going down in the first quarter for the Tigers. You got to wonder how much of a loss that is to their offensive line. He was a pretty good-sized guy out there and looked like he was a mainstay of their offensive line, and instead hobbled off the field early in this game, and he has not returned yet.
3rd and 6, Edwardsville at their own 19-yard line. They need to get to the 22, and now whistles blow, and I believe it's a timeout. Edwardsville a little confused on the offensive set there, and head coach Tim Doherty comes out and comes charging onto the field, having to burn a timeout 2 minutes into the third quarter here.
Yeah, he didn't look very happy, did he, Brent, when he was walking down that field? You get a delay game call, then you come back up to the line of scrimmage, and right after the delay game, you have to call a timeout. Things like that will drive a football coach nuts.
Some confused offensive players for the Tigers. They were moving around and trying to reset the tight ends and the running backs, and Roundtree was pointing around to who goes where, and finally they had to call a timeout. 10:21 to go, third quarter. Timeout on the field, and we'll see what happens on 3rd and 6. Maybe the Tigers will put it in the air. They're going to have Hendricks as the deep man. He's the lone setback, and we have Tripp to the right of the quarterback. Trips to the far side. That's 3 receivers. Here we go, 3rd and 6 after the timeout. Roundtree, a deep drop. He'll throw it to Hendricks in the flat. Breaks the tackle over the 20. Out near the first down marker, but I think he's going to be about 2 yards short. Needed the 25, and they'll mark it at the 23-yard line.
A nice hold right there by the Redbird defense. Makes a 4th and 2.
First completion for Roundtree. He had 1 incompletion in the first half. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, if you're an Edwardsville Tiger fan, the one positive you can take out of those first few plays is that the running back Hendricks looks like he's the ball game a little more. He's running a lot harder. He's knocking some guys over and moving that ball.
Redbird with the return. The kick hits at the 50-yard line. Takes the hop. They'll get away from the football to the 45-yard line. Redbird's ball at their own 45. 1st and 10.
There's a new return man back there for the Redbirds on that kick. Piero Kelly was not out there to return that punt.
Jarvis Smith, number 7.
Not sure if that was something the Alton coaches wanted to do or if maybe Jarvis just didn't come off the field.
Give Piero Kelly just a little bit extra rest, and now he's the left wing back, the right wing back. Kenny Jones. Fullback, Kenny Scoggin. They'll hand the ball on the counter to Piero Kelly. Turns the corner to the 50. Turned the corner for about 5 yards. He got the corner finally. Took him some time, but he got there and into Edwardsville territory to the 49-yard line.
You know, as impressive as his toughness is, Piero Kelly that is, as impressive as his toughness is, you know, this Edwardsville defense is very, very fast. They pursue from sideline to sideline very quickly, and he's able to get outside around that corner and beat them almost every time. You know? So not only is he a tough little guy, but he's definitely fast with quick feet. Reminds me a lot of the little Meggett, David Meggett out there.
2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5. Kelly's in motion. Scoggins will get it. He's going to, I thought he was going to lose a yard, but he's going to dive forward to fullback. Back line of scrimmage, 3rd and still 5 to go. Didn't fool anybody there on a fake to Kelly. They gave it to the fullback, Scoggins. Nothing doing up the middle, and we're at 8:25 to go, 3rd quarter. Redbirds lead the Edwardsville Tigers here in Alton, 7-0. And 1 receiver now to the left is Jarvis Smith. 3rd and 5. The rest of the formation still tight. Now they'll pitch it to Jones.
Got room.
Jones has room for a first down and more to the 40. Now the 35-yard line of Edwardsville. 1st and 10. Jones quickly around the left end.
That was a tremendous job by the offensive line and the tight end of the Alton Redbirds sealing off that left side. It was like it was just a wall of red jerseys out there for Jones to get around that corner and pick up the first down.
14 yards for Jones on that carry. His last carry was a touchdown, remember, right before halftime. First carry of the second half is a first down for the Redbirds. 14 yards for Jones, and now they'll give it to him again, number 33. And inside the 35 to the 34, over the left side. Kenny Jones for just 1. 7:30 to go, 3rd quarter, ticking away. About halfway through this 3rd period already, and Alton with a 2nd down and 9. Stephen Barton comes off the field, number 80, the big 6'5". And 2 wings. And they also have a receiver coming to the near side. Looks like Zach Brown, number 6. Man in motion. Keene will hand it off. It goes up the middle, and Scoggins, fullback, no room, and no gain up the middle.
You know, right there on that 2nd and long, it's almost where you want to throw the ball, I would think, if you were Coach Hood. Redbirds on that particular play. You want to maybe at least get down in the field goal range. Now you got 3rd and long. They're going to be looking for you to throw.
Well, Keene gets the play from the sideline. Head coach most of the time running the offense, of course. Assistant coaches, more of the same. Dwight Tunga, Al Womack, Steve Slater, Mike Redmond, Rob Nix, Pat Keith is new this year, though. Redbirds set up the offense, and Keene back to throw. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it, throws it too high for the intended receiver down at the 20-line, Jones. A flag down, and it's going to be holding on the Redbirds on the offensive line as Keene was being chased and somebody was being held.
Nice coverage on the play, too, by LaJuan Hilson of the Edwardsville Tigers as he had number 33 of the Redbirds covered out there pretty tightly. I don't even think with a good throw that he'd been able to sneak that one in there.
I think the receiver, Zach Brown, went deep, and then they tried to go underneath to 33, Kenny Jones. And the holding penalty will push the Redbirds back 10 yards, back to the Edwardsville 48-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 22. 3rd and really long now. 10-yard penalty on the Redbirds. Looks like their 3rd penalty of the night. 20 yards total. 3rd and 22. Redbirds near midfield now. Keene under center. Long count. Man in motion is Kelly. Keene's going to go over the middle. Throws it long to Jones. He has a step. And he dropped it over the shoulder. He had a step or two on the defender at the 10-yard line. He looked over his shoulder. It went off both of his hands, his fingertips, and incomplete. Wow. Wow.
You know, I was wondering why they didn't decline that penalty if you were there till Tigers before, make a 4th down, and the Alton Redbirds almost burnt them there. There was nobody between Kenny Jones and the end zone. The ball went right off of his fingertips. Another beautiful long throw by the quarterback, Keene.
Right as he was being hit again, too.
Yeah, he's staring that pressure down. He's staring right into the face of it, and he's not caring one bit. He's keeping his eye on his target and making the throws.
Boy, Jones had some great separation there at the end of that pass play as he broke through. Now Klein breaks through with a punt down to the 10, inside the 5. They punted at the 3-yard line, and who do you think is down there to down the ball?
That's your man again, number 21, Brent.
Brian Smith. Wow, what a game he's having. A senior, 5'8", 160.
I'll tell you what, it's going to take a huge effort from somebody else to get special teams player of the game. So far in my book, it's big number 21 for the Alton Redbirds. Like you've mentioned a couple times already, he is all over the field on that punt team.
And Nick Klein with another good boot, too, down inside the 5.
He got a nice bounce. He got to check up almost like he was using a pitching wedge there.
Edwardsville ball, they're at their own, we'll call it the 3-yard line. 1st and 10. Roundtree hands the ball off. Fumble, and the Redbirds have it at the 10. Pick it up to the 5. Down to the 1-yard line. It was picked up. The ball was loose for a while, and the Redbirds finally scooped it up. Huntley brought it back to the 1-yard line.
Big number 55, Huntley, you could see his eyes lighten up as he was getting inside that 5. The big man wanted the end zone. He got tripped up just at the 1-yard line, just short of the goal line. Great still for the Alton Redbirds here in the 3rd quarter.
Down to the 1-yard line for Gerhart Huntley. And he just scooped it up at the 10, comes to the near side, and almost made it to pay dirt. The 1-yard line, Edwardsville has lost their 3rd fumble of the game. And with 5:53 to go, the Redbirds can go up 14-0 here. Double wing, double tight, 1st and goal. Fumble on the snap, fumble there at the 1-yard line. Keene may have jumped on it quickly, and it may be 2nd and goal. They unpile it, and it is 2nd and goal for the Redbirds. Wow, that's a close call there.
Yeah, if you're the Redbirds here, you want to, at worst case scenario, get 3 points out of this. And it was almost devastating right there. If they bobbled the snap coming out, you couldn't tell whether the center got it to the QB or the QB just dropped the ball. But luckily for the Redbirds, team was able to pounce on it, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Remember, Kenny Jones had the first touchdown late in the 2nd quarter, a minute before half. And now they're looking for another score. Quarterback sneak, touchdown, Redbirds! 1 yard out, and the quarterback kept it sliding to the left of the center net hammer. Touchdown, Alton High!
Well, he took that snap and he just went right behind the net hammer up the middle and cleared it out, and it was fairly easy for Keene on the quarterback sneak as he landed a couple yards into the end zone.
13-0 Redbirds with 5:08 to go here in the third quarter. A huge turnover turned into points as the Redbirds got it in the red zone for sure at the 1 yard line, and they didn't have to do much. Here's David Willing. The extra point is in the air and good. 14-0, 5:08 to go, third quarter. Back at Public School Stadium, the Redbirds over the Tigers by 2 touchdowns. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Over that fumble by Edwardsville down inside their own 10. Now it's 14-0 Alton over Edwardsville in the third quarter. Brian Lewis and Brett Birkland back with you here. 5:08 to go in the third period. Redbirds defense pitching a shutout, but they also have 3 fumble recoveries on defense. Now the kick goes to the 20-yard line. Hendricks out to the 30, 35, 40. Now he's up the middle to the 50-yard line. Fierro Kelly will tackle him down, and the kicker, or right when he booted it, went down to the ground with an injury, but Fierro Kelly may have saved the touchdown with a tackle at the Alton 33-yard line.
Fierro Kelly definitely saved the touchdown there. Hendricks did his best to try and shake him. He couldn't shake the little man. He was right there grabbing him by the legs and tackling him down. But as you said, Orr, as soon as he kicked the ball, dropped to the ground in pain, and he's still laying down on the ground out here at midfield.
And maybe a leg injury there for the kickoff man, the kicker. But Fierro Kelly stopping Hendricks, and Hendricks went right up the middle of the field. A nice return, obviously, to the 33 of Alton, and the Tigers trying to get back into the game now, trailing 14-0.
And, and obviously Fierro Kelly saves but what he did right there would save all the momentum that the Redbirds have built up. If that man returns that kick for a touchdown, the orange side over there explodes, the momentum is back on their side, and we got a ball game. Hats off to Fierro Kelly hustling back down the field and making that tackle.
And who else was in on that tackle, you think? Ryan Smith. Edwardsville ball, 1st and 10, as Adrian Orr, slowly off the field. Might be his left, no, it's his right foot. It is his kicking ankle, maybe.
Can I get Ryan Smith on my fantasy team?
Defense right now. Here's Roundtree, hands the ball off. Fullback, first man through is stacked up. About 5 Redbirds there to meet him and drop him down to the ground. Zach Brown, one of those, number 7. Or I should say Jarvis Smith, number 7, linebacker.
Jarvis Smith did a nice job getting there, but he was also met as ball carrier by, I believe it was
Alex Llewellyn, 49, defensive end.
He's the one that actually got in there and made that play first, and then Jarvis came up and finished him off.
4:15 to go.
Come on.
They'll throw the pass, and the man open in the corner there, and he drops maybe a touchdown as the defender was there, got a hand up, but it got by Zach Brown and dropped to the turf, incomplete. Inside the 10.
Brown had decent coverage, but the ball just went over his head. He was just out of his reach, and it hit the receiver in a bad spot.
Right in between the 8 and the 8 on the jersey. Right through the hands. Zach Brown have misjudged that. You're right. He was in the area, in the neighborhood. May have jumped too soon or something there.
It seemed like maybe he did, because it looked like he was going to get a hand on that ball and knock it down. I don't know if the receiver would have gotten in, but he was easily inside the 5-yard line had he caught that ball.
3rd and 9 after the incomplete pass by Isaiah Roundtree, the junior quarterback. He's back to throw again over the middle. This one's caught. First down into the red zone, down to about the 17-yard line for number 80, who made a nice grab. Good hands over the middle by Mark Sievers, number 80.
Yeah, it was just a nice quick pass play there by the Tigers. Roundtree dropped back on a 3-step drop and quick fire to the tight end right there across the middle. That's what we used to call back in my day a 17 quick.
About 14 yards there. Roundtree to Sievers. Roundtree now 2 for 4 through the air. 1 for 2 on this quick drive. Now a quick hitter, quick handoff to Hendricks, down inside the 10, and he is upended near the 5-yard line, maybe even inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal.
The Redbirds are really going for that ball. He's running down the field. They're trying to push that ball out. They're really going for that ball.
Looks like about a dozen for Hendricks there. 1st and goal. We'll call it just inside the 5-yard line. Tigers trailing 14-0, but getting ready to put it in the end zone. They do. Touchdown. Hendricks right up the middle, and the Edwardsville Tigers are on the board with 3:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That was all set up by the big return on that kickoff after the Redbird touchdown, and with the great field position, the Tigers looked like a new ball team out there. They were controlling the line of scrimmage and stuffing the ball right down the Redbirds' throat there on that drive, and they're back in this football game.
Now they try for the extra point. 14-6 our score. Eli Brummett, number 83, with the point after. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 3:27 to go. 3rd quarter. It's now the Alton Redbirds 14. The Edwardsville Tigers 7. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In high school football.
Midwest Motorsports, one of the largest dealers in the area with over 12,000 square feet of showroom, featuring Yamaha, Suzuki, Polaris, and Sea-Doo. We also have a wide assortment of accessories and apparel, as well as a service department with factory-trained technicians. Midwest Motorsports, just south of Alton in Hartford, Illinois on Route 3, 4 miles north of I-270. Visit our website at MidwestMotorsports.com.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Central...
With Brian Lewis, Brent Berkland back with you. Another squib kick for the Edwardsville Tigers. It goes to Scoggins, the up man, and up over the 35-yard line. Some hitting going on all over the field, and Ryan Smith with a big smack near midfield. Scoggins returns it to the 36-yard line. Alton ball, and the Redbirds' lead now is down to 14-7, Brian.
Yeah, it's down to 14-7, but you still got to be positive if you're the Redbirds. You're in control of this game still to this point. You just got to keep getting first downs, control this clock still, get to the 4th quarter with the lead, hopefully put some points back on the board for this drive and make it a 2-possession ball game.
Double wing, double tight, 3:22 to go, 3rd quarter. They'll give on the counter to the near side. Kelly breaks the tackle, and then he's down. About 4 Tigers there to smother him after a gain of a yard or 2 over the right side.
You know, back to that kickoff, did you see that block that number 21 Ryan Smith threw out there? I mean, this kid is worth the price of admission just to come out and watch him play special teams. He's all over the field. The energy level is unbelievable for number 21.
Keep an eye on 21. Number 9, the quarterback tonight, Josh Keene for the Redbirds, the 6-foot junior. 2:45 to 3rd period now, 2nd down and 9. Kelly gained just 1. Jones will get it on the pitch. Jones with a high catch on that pitch. 1st down and more near midfield. Knocked out of bounds for 1st and 10, Jones. And that pitch to the left has worked for Kenny Jones.
It's worked. It looks like a, I don't even know what this looked like. The pitch is, you can tell Keen's trying to lead the man with the pitch. He's leading him just a little bit too far, but it's working out perfect because Smith's grabbing the ball in stride every time and hitting that corner hard. I'll tell you what, with hands like that out of Kenny Smith, I think maybe Coach Harper needs to put him out on the baseball field, Brent.
About 11 yards there for Jones. Jones has a touchdown tonight. Keen the other touchdown for Alton. They led 14-0 until the Tigers scored just a moment ago for the first time tonight. Long shutout for the defense for a while. There's a fumble on the snap again, and I think Keen picked it up quickly. Quickly smothered there at his own 47-yard line, a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, Keen wouldn't have picked that ball up. It would have been Nicholas Bramall for number 71 of the Tigers that would have been on top of that ball because he was on top of Keen as quick as he got on the ball.
Well, 2nd down and 12 now. Right around midfield and right around 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alton ball at their own 47-yard line. Receiver to the near side. That's number 7, Jarvis Smith. Let's see if it's a pass. No, it's a pitch to the near side. Kelly trying to get the corner. This time he is hit and hit hard after just a yard or two. Piero Kelly smacked down to the ground again.
Piero Kelly does a great job, though, of making the first man miss. Any great running back, no matter what level they've played at, and they'll tell you the key is make the first man miss. Piero Kelly's been doing it all night long. That should have been stopped easily for a loss. He was able to go forward for a yard or two.
When he's getting tackled, it always seems to move forward for an extra yard, too, and it's not easy when you're 5'5", 160 to fall forward every time for a yard or two more.
It is if you're 5'5", 160 all power, though.
3rd and 11, Keen will throw it. Man open there on the far side, and just out of the reach of Kelly. Through his hands again. Could have been caught, maybe should have been caught by Kelly.
The ball hung up just a little bit there on Keen as he threw it. I got to think that Kelly, out of the corner of his eye, saw number 6 coming across the safety for the Tigers, getting ready to lay the blow on him, and the ball went right through his hands.
If he makes that grab and turns off on the afterburners, I think it's a 52-yard touchdown pass. Because he was open for a long, long time. They tried to close quickly. And now Klein will try to pin the Tigers back with a punt. And a whistle here. And some motion. Well, no, offsides on the Tigers. I thought it was motion on the Redbirds, but it's on the defense. So we'll take the 5 yards here, and the line of scrimmage will now be the 47-yard line. It becomes 4th and about 6. Edwardsville, 5 penalties on the night. Alton with 3 penalties unofficially. Klein, high and deep to the 15-yard line. Grabbed by the return man on a fair catch. Number 23 at his own 14-yard line made the grab. Brandon Paddock. Wide receiver, a senior at 5'10". Return man, and they're going to mark it actually at the 15, not the 14. And Edwardsville at their own 15-yard line, 1st and 10, down by 7.
Yeah, that fair catch, and I'll tell you what, if he doesn't make that fair catch, I think number 21's there for another tackle as he was waiting right there on the doorstep.
Well, here we go. 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter before we take a break and get ready for a quick breather and then move right on into the fourth quarter in this exciting ball game. 14-7. Roundtree over the middle. It's tipped by one receiver, and it goes right into the hands of another for the Tigers. It didn't mean it wasn't drawn up that way, but it worked to perfection as Paddock grabbed it on the deflection for the Tigers.
It was a nice pass by Roundtree, but his intended receiver couldn't catch it. It went right through his hands off the shoulder pad, and to the luck of the Tigers, it fell right into the hands of Paddock, and he moved the ball out to the 49-yard line.
Wow, you'd have to see that one to believe it. 34-7. yards. Looked like they had a yo-yo out there. Looked like they had that string the way it was bouncing around. 50 yards passing for Roundtree now after that one. Here's Roundtree handing the ball to the fullback over the 50 to the Alton 47-yard line, and that may be the last play of the third quarter. And this third quarter is going to end with Alton leading 14-7, but still 12 minutes to go in the game. Redbirds make some defensive substitutions, but we're going to the fourth quarter. It's time for a quick breather. Fasten your seatbelts. We'll go to the fourth at Public School Stadium in a moment. It's the Redbirds 14, the Edwardsville Tigers 7.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep, in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Midwest Motorsports, one of the largest dealers in the area with over 12,000 square feet of showroom, featuring Yamaha, Suzuki, Polaris, and Sea-Doo. We also have a wide assortment of accessories and apparel, as well as a service department with factory-trained technicians. Midwest Motorsports, just south of Alton in Hartford, Illinois on Route 3, 4 miles north of I-270. Visit our website at MidwestMotorsports.com.
On this drive here, they have it second down and 5 from the Alton 45. They hand the ball to the fullback, first down and more, inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Well, the Redbird defense has stepped up with big plays most of the night. And right here on this drive is where somebody's going to have to step up for this Redbird defense and make either a big hit, get a big turnover, do something big here. You got to be clutch in order to keep this lead and win this game. And now it's time for the Redbirds to step up and do that. Clock ticking now as we start the fourth quarter. First and 10 at about the 37 of Alton now. They'll hand the ball to Hendricks over the left side, and he'll gain a few to about the 34. Up 3 yards on that carry. They've bottled up Hendricks for the most part. He did have a 5-yard touchdown run in that third quarter, but here in the fourth quarter, we'll see who wins the battle of the trenches and if the Redbirds can hold the lead. I don't know, whatever Hendricks' total amount of yards rushing is, 80-90% of that has come right here in this second half. Unofficially, I had him for just 15 yards at halftime. Redbirds leading this game 14-7. They led 14-0 at one point. Head coach Joe Hook huddling with some of his assistant coaches and trying to figure out a way to stop this Edwardsville drive. 11 minutes to go in the ballgame. In regulation, that is. Coming up from Wood River, we have the Oilers and the Vandalia Vandals. Play-by-play of that one on the way, along with some scores along the way, too. Roundtree over the right side, hands it to Hendricks. He's down near the 25. It's another first and 10. It appears at the 25-yard line. Tigers doing a good job of moving the chains here in the second half. Looks like a totally different football team out here since the fumble down there near the goal line. And one of the big differences, not just the backs, but those offensive linemen getting off some great blocks in the trenches, it looks like now. And some big holes. fumble on the snap. Roundtree picked it up, but his knee was down at the 25, and that's the line of scrimmage, and almost another fumble loss for Edwardsville. It's been, for both teams, quite a bit of trouble here and there on that center quarterback exchange, and it almost caught the Tigers there again. And maybe for the Redbirds, you can see that with a new quarterback tonight. But Roundtree in his third game now, Josh Keene, his first start of the year here in Week 3. 9:50 to go. Roundtree running the option. Will he keep it? He won't pitch it. He'll get hit. On the near side, it's 21. Ryan Smith with a big knockdown. I'd like to get some video of this game and give it to every Little League football player there is and show them this is how you tackle. Watch number 21 every single time. 21 once again all over this field. Ryan Smith with a crushing blow on the Edwardsville quarterback. Well, he thought he had more room than he did, and he gained about 3, but that was it. Now a timeout for the Edwardsville offense because it's third and about 7.5 to go. And we'll see what happens here. If they're going to put the ball in the air, it probably is 4-down territory as they're getting close to the red zone here. We'll take a quick break. Back after the Public School Stadium. Alton 14, Edwardsville 7. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you play sports like football, injuries are going to happen. That's why more area schools count on the Human Motion Institute sports medicine pros to keep their athletes healthy and in the game. Our certified athletic trainers are part of the team, assessing and treating injuries right on the field. And if serious injury occurs, they're back. The team of Alton Memorial Hospital surgeons and therapists. The Human Motion Institute at Alton Memorial Hospital. We're part of the team.
Alton 14, Edwardsville 7, fourth quarter. 9:25 to go. Timeout for the Edwardsville Tigers here because they're faced with a third down and about 7.5 from the Alton 23-yard line. The Redbirds on defense, and we've mentioned it time and time again now that the third quarter and fourth quarter is here. It's time to step it up again. A lot of football left to be played, Brent. A lot of football left to be played. With Brian Lewis, Brent Berklin here with you. Roundtree will throw it. It is tipped. It is tipped at the line, and Scoggins, number 19, looked like he got a hand on it there. Looked like Roundtree threw that ball below. Scoggins was anticipating that little dump-off pass and was able to get his big mitt up there and knock it down. Kenny Scoggins, the senior, making a big defensive deflection there. Incomplete by Roundtree. They went with the pass. And now 3 out of 6 for Roundtree. 52 yards passing. He may put it in. 4th and 7. They'll go for it from the 23-yard line. They need to get down to the 16-yard line. Receivers to the left and right. I formation behind Roundtree. He'll drop back, and he's going to roll to his right. He throws it, and it is caught, and it is a touchdown, it appears. Did he get in? They're going to say he's just outside the end zone. It looked like he may have to the end zone. It is caught near the goal line, and I think they're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. A nice catch there by the tight end of the Edwardsville Tigers. A beautiful throw by Roundtree as he lobbed it out there over the defensive back's head. Big, looks like number 82, I believe, stuck his hands up there and grabbed that ball out of the air. I was surprised they didn't give him a touchdown there, Brent. I thought he was inside that pylon. Boy, it did look like he was. Nevertheless, it's 1st and goal inside the 1. 2 defenders were there, but they were smaller guys. Here's Roundtree handing the ball off. Touchdown, the fullback. First man through gets it, and it's 14-13. The Tigers have a touchdown. Connor Smith, number 45, with a touchdown. Took the pass play just before that play to set it up, and like we talked about at halftime, Brent, it was going to take the Tigers throwing the football to get back in this ball game, and that's what happened right there. Nice big pass play down to the goal line, and just give it to your big fullback and let him do the rest of it. Connor Smith scores to make it a 1-point game. Now the extra point with 9:12 to go in the ball game. Flag flies. The extra point flies through the uprights. It's good. And it looks like motion on the Edwardsville Tigers, so we're not tied just yet. They'll have to kick it again.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agency certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
It's time to book it.
Credited to Connor Smith. Now this extra point becomes a 24-yarder. The kick is going to be short, just under the crossbar. Deflected, and it still almost made it over the crossbar, but just short. It's 14-13 Redbird.
You know, Brent, I don't know who got their hand on that, but number 21 came flying out of that pile pretty excited with his hands in the air. And if I was a betting man, I'd say it was probably Ryan Smith that did it. But when we get confirmation, we'll let you know.
14-13, Alton keeps the lead for now. The extra point no good, and how big was that penalty to push him back 5?
Yeah, once again, the penalties have cost the Edwardsville Tigers all night long, and they boot the extra point through to tie the game up. You get a false start, back you up 5. You think it's still probably automatic, and sure enough, the Redbirds, heart and soul, they come through the line and block the kick.
Boy, it still almost crept over that crossbar, though, landing in the back of the end zone, right under the crossbar, basically, and the Redbirds keep the lead at 14-13, but still over 9 minutes to go in the game.
It was like every single person in this stadium froze while that ball was fluttering through the air.
Held their breath for just a moment. Now the kick is going to hit at the 10 and roll through the end zone. Touchback. Redbirds get it out at the 20-yard line, their own 20, and they need to make something happen here. Take some time off the clock and move the football and get some decent field position for a punt or maybe a score.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to just try to sit on this ball and hope they win 14-13. They need to still play their game, try to run the clock down the running game, throw if they need to, move this ball. Worst case scenario, get yourself a field goal. You get yourself a field goal, now you're up 4. Field goal doesn't do any good for the Tigers. So Redbirds needs to do everything they can to get some points on the board this drive.
Now the Tigers have the momentum now, it appears, obviously, with those back-to-back touchdowns. Now they'll give on the counter to the inside, and knocked down near the line of scrimmage is Kenny Jones. We'll see if they mark it at the 20. It is still at the 20-yard line. No gain for 33, Kenny Jones.
The Edwardsville Tiger defensive line came off the ball hard there. I believe the left guard of the Redbirds got pushed back into the offensive backfield, right into Kenny Jones' way. He ran right in the back of him.
Well, the Redbirds offensive line needs to do some damage here. Fierro Kelly, the left wing back. Jones, the right wing back. Scoggins, the fullback behind Keene. Now a man in motion. They'll pitch it to Jones. Here he comes to the near side. Kelly with a good block. And he's out near the 30-yard line. Out of bounds at the 31. Fierro Kelly with a big block near side. And again, the pitch to Jones will work for a first down.
Not only the pitch to Jones, pitch to the Jones to the left. They're going to the left every time of that pitch, and it seems to be working every time. Keene puts the pitch right in stride. Jones grabs it, turns the corner, and like you mentioned, a tremendous block by Fierro Kelly out there to free him up, and a first down for the Redbirds.
Jones unofficially 10 carries, 52 yards with those 11 yards there. 31-yard line now. Alton at their own 31, first and 10. Jones in motion. He'll get the pitch on the inside this time. Up to the 35, now the 36-yard line. A gain of about 5 for Jones there.
Yeah, that's a nice hybrid off the last play there. It looks like the same play is going to come again with a pitch to the left, but they cut Jones up the middle, pitch it to him up the middle. Fools the Edwardsville defense a little bit, and a gain of about 5 or 6 yards there for the Redbirds.
8 minutes to go in the ball game, fourth quarter. Redbirds clinging to a 1-point lead now, 14-13. Each team with 2 touchdowns in the game. Josh Keene, the quarterback. keep it on the ground. Another little pitch to Jones on the inside to the 40, the 41. Have enough for a 1st and 10. They may have to bring the chains out to make sure here.
Yeah, they better, because that mark is awful close. I tell you what, Brent, I think he got it. I'm going off the naked eye, and I think he's got that 1st down.
To say just short. But we'll see. Because the chains are on their way out. Either 3rd and short or 1st and 10.
He's got it. I'm telling you, Brent, I think he's got it.
Well, Jones gained 5 and then 5 more on those last 2 carries. That was after he gained 11 on the 2nd down and 10.
We'll see here, Brent. They're getting ready to stretch these chains out. We'll see who's got better vision, me or you.
Well, I know it's you. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. You called it.
I didn't pay $3,000 for LASIK surgery for nothing, Brent. I got the eagle eye up here.
Okay. You said it. 1st and 10, Alton at their own 41-yard line. 7:39 to go. Keep an eye on the clock here. 4th quarter. 14-13, Alton Redbirds by 1. Keene, another pitch on the inside to Jones. Hops over a defender and lost the ball, but I think he was down after 4 yards to the 45-yard line.
That was great vision there by Jones as he saw the tackler at his feet hopped over. The Edwardsville Tiger already on the ground trying to grab his legs. He saw him as if he was a hurdler. Picked up about 4 yards there for the Redbirds.
Got him flat there. Saw the defender take the low road. He took the high road. 2nd down and 6, and we're under 7 minutes to go in the game. 6:52 remaining, and the clock ticking down. Midway through the 4th quarter now. Keene puts Jones in motion. Same play again. Jones to the 50. Now the 45, 40, and he breaks the tackle to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! 55 yards for Kenny Jones, and 6 more for 33.
It was that same pitch up the middle as they've gone from the pitch on the left to the pitch up the middle to Kenny Jones. It's almost the same play, but the Tigers keep looking for him to stretch it to the outside. He busted up the middle for a 55-yard touchdown run, and the Redbirds put it in the end zone.
Well, I'm going to say that he broke 2, maybe even 3 tackles, and by the time he got to the Edwardsville 40, he had cleared the secondary, and the Redbirds lead it 20-13. A big, big extra point, though, for Willings here. Number 8, the hold is down, the kick is up, it's no good. Maybe pushed it off to the right. 6:34 to go, and it remains a 7-point game. But Alton on the board, 20-13 now over the Edwardsville Tigers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agency certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
Kenny Jones has 2 touchdowns in the ball game. This one an exciting, electrifying 55-yard touchdown run. Redbirds lead it 20-13 over the Edwardsville Tigers here in the 4th quarter. Roundtree with a reverse to Hendricks to the 15, the 20, 25, and then he is put down on the ground out of bounds at about the 20. 27-yard line. 6:27 to go. A huge score for the Redbirds, Brian.
Yeah, it was a tremendous run by Jones. It was a great drawn-up play there by Coach Hook. The whole secondary for the Tigers came to the side, thinking Jones was going to stretch that out left on the pitch. He cut it up the middle, bowled over a middle linebacker, knocked over a safety, and he was off to the races. Outran the free safety to the goal line for a touchdown.
Edwardsville football at their own 27-yard line, 1st and 10. We have a timeout for the Redbirds on defense here. Well, the way I figure it, Kenny Jones had 4 runs in a row up the middle, 4 pitches to the middle, gains of 5, 5, 4, and then 55. They were all the same play. He just made it happen now on the 4th one.
Yeah, it was right after we were talking about the fact that the pitch to the left was working so well, and it was like Coach Hook knew that they were going to start looking for that pitch to the left, and he said, you know what, let's run that play, but let's run it up the middle. Let's pitch that ball up the middle. And the Tigers they kept looking for it to go outside, and it wasn't going outside. Kenny Jones and those hogs up front, that offensive line, getting it done, and the Redbirds are on top.
Hammer time once again. 6:27 to go, so we're midway through the 4th quarter, but a huge touchdown for Alton to maybe stop or at least slow down the momentum that the Edwardsville Tigers had by scoring 2 unanswered touchdowns of their own.
Right, that was a great answer there by the Redbirds. And just when you thought the Redbirds might be dying down a little bit, they roar back with the touchdown, and you just hope that the missed extra point doesn't come back to burn them.
Well, we had just 1 touchdown in the first half. It was 7-0 Alton at halftime. We've had 4 touchdowns since then. 2 for Alton, 2 for Edwardsville in the second half. 6:27 to go. It's a pass knocked down near the line of scrimmage by, once again, Scoggins. Another deflection for him. That's at least 2.
Yeah, it looks like about the same play as the last time he did it. He's jumping that little dump-off pass every time they go to throw it. Scoggins is all over it. I'll tell you what, that was pretty close to being a lateral too, Brent.
It looked like he was throwing it maybe for about a 1-yard gain. The receiver about 1 yard in front of the line of scrimmage there. And 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion by Roundtree, who has 3 receivers to his left here. It's like another pass. He'll drop back. He's hit, and he throws it high to the intended receiver at the 40. He was hit by Scoggins, blitzing from his right end again.
Well, Scoggins came flying around that right side, crushed Roundtree to pulling him up like an accordion there as he went down to the ground. That was a devastating hit by Kenny Scoggins. The Redbirds defense feeding off of that offensive touchdown out there, applying the pressure to the Tigers.
3rd and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Edwardsville down by 7. 6:18 to go. Couple of incomplete passes here, back-to-back. 3rd and 10. Roundtree sends 3 receivers to his left again. Trips to the far side. Connor Smith to the near side. Throws it over the middle, and leaping up, it's deflected and then picked off by Jarvis Smith to the 30, down near the 20, intercepted by the Redbirds as it was deflected and then grabbed by Jarvis Smith. Another turnover for that Redbird D.
Roundtree was trying to thread the needle there, trying to throw it right in the middle of the cup. He actually didn't make that bad of a throw, just a little bit high, off of the hands of his receiver. Jarvis there to grab the ball out of midair off the deflection and take it about 30 yards down to the 20-yard line. Actually make it about the 17-yard line, Brent.
Jarvis Smith with a pick. That was almost an unbelievable leaping catch by the Edwardsville receiver, just in and out of his hands and dropped right into the hands of number 7, Smith. And in the red zone, the red and gray with the football. It's a pitch to Jones, and nothing doing there with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. 2nd and 10.
I'm not even using their last names anymore, Brent. It's Ryan and Jarvis. The Smiths are out there doing damage tonight, and I'm just going Ryan and Jarvis.
Brian and Brent here with you at Public School Stadium. That'll work. 2nd and 10. From the 17-yard line of the Edwardsville Tigers after another big turnover. And remember the turnover early in the second half that on the quarterback sneak from the 1-yard line after Huntley brought it down to the 1. Boy, that defense has come up big tonight. Tigers do have a couple of touchdowns. To the near side, it's Jones again, and he's tripped up, but not before he's inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. First and goal.
Kenny Jones looks as if he's got an ankle problem. He's hopping around out there. He's going to have to come to the sideline.
Well, I have 136 yards unofficially for Jones, who comes to the near side, and now it's first and goal from the 2. 5:12 to go. In the fourth quarter, the Redbirds just scored at the 6:34 mark a minute and a half ago. There's Josh Keene from the 2-yard line. Quarterback sneak, and up the middle he goes. Touchdown! And a flag flies too. It's a touchdown. Maybe it's not.
You have to help them.
And it's going to be a penalty on the Alton Redbirds.
You can't push the ball carrier into the end zone. It looked like one of possibly the Redbirds running backs forth up there and shoved Keene in the back a little bit. I don't believe he needed the help, though. I think he was getting in the end zone anyway.
Yeah, it looked like he had plenty of push up front, and Keene would have scored his second touchdown of the night. He had a 1 quarterback sneak in the third quarter. Now, back 5 yards for the Redbirds here on their 4th penalty of the night. Redbirds up 20-13, less than 5 minutes to go in the game.
Followed the hammer again there, and it worked for him, but the penalty will bring it back.
4:57 to go. Back to about the 6.5-yard line. Keene will pitch it, coming to the near side. Kelly, he can't turn the corner, though. Tigers are there to bottle him up. No gain. Second and goal.
It took 7 guys, Brent, to bring him down on that play.
He won't go down easily, that's for sure.
5'5", 160 pounds, and it takes 7 guys to bring him down.
He's tough. Kenny Jones again on the near side with that left ankle injury, hobbling around here on the track, near the track.
Well, if anybody can get him ready and back on that field, it's all-high trainer Andy Renner. He's a tremendous trainer. I've worked with him in the past. He knows what he's doing. Still have him back out there on that field.
Well, now 2 Redbirds in motion before the snap, and that won't work. The 2 wingbacks both went in motion, and that's part of the problem with Jones out of the game as your starting wingback. There's a new one in there, DeMarco Hodges. He and Fierro Kelly were both in motion. So another penalty on the Redbirds. 2 in a row. And that's going to be their 5th penalty for 30 yards. And that may be declined because the ball carrier lost 4 yards back to the 10-yard line once the play was run.
Well, the thing you don't want to happen is you don't want penalties and mistakes to take you out of field goal range here. You want to at least be able to get 3 on the board.
Because we know the right foot of David Willings can get it done. A soccer player for Alton High. He's a junior. He missed the extra point a moment ago. He'd like to make up for that, of course. Here's Keene. Takes the handoff. They'll go at the counter to Fierro Kelly. Tries to turn it back inside the 10 to the 9. Goal from the 9. Kelly could not get to the outside. That Tiger defense is too fast.
Yeah, Tiger defense, there's no doubt about it. They go sideline to sideline really well. It looked like Fierro was going to be able to get outside there for a minute, and then all of a sudden it was just down. He had to try to bounce it back to the inside, and by then it was just too late.
Well, from the 10-yard line, it would be a 28-yard field goal, and now Willings late getting onto the field with his kicking tee. And they may have to call timeout if they want a 28-yarder. Yes, timeout. It took way too long to decide whether they were going for the field goal or going for it on 4th and goal from about the 9.5-yard line. So looks like about maybe a 27-yard field goal as they put the tee at the 17-yard line, Brian.
I'm not sure what really happened there, Brent. It looked as if the rest of the field goal team had made it out to the field and was aware of what was going on, and the kicker was just late getting out there. I don't know if he was trying trying to find a tee on the sideline, or if he didn't know, or maybe the coaches weren't sure what they wanted to do. But nevertheless, they call a timeout. They save the extra 5 yards. When we return to play, he'll attempt a 27-yard field goal. Well, it'll be interesting to see if the Redbirds can go up by 10 here. What a huge field goal this would be, and a lot of big plays here in the second half both ways for the orange and for the red, and what a ball game it's been to open the Southwestern Conference. Yeah, you couldn't ask for much more, whether you're a fan, whether you're up here calling the game like we are, or you're on the field as a ref or a player, a coach, whatever. This has been a heck of a football game. Nick Klein will hold it at the 17-yard line. David Willings will try for 3. The hold is down. The kick is blocked, and it's picked up by the Tigers at the 25-yard line, and the Tigers were in there with a blink of an eye. No chance to get that one off. It was like half the team to get through that line right off the snap and was in there on top of the kicker before they knew it. No chance for the all-high kicker there. They booted it right into a couple of Tigers, maybe right into their midsections, and that was the end of that with 2:58 to go. Field goal blocked, and it remains a one-possession game, 20-13, and this now becomes the ball game. Edwardsville ball at their own 25. Handoff comes to the near side, out to the 35-yard gain before Ryan Smith drops the ball carrier after 5 yards. Hendricks, unofficially, 55 yards rushing. 2:35 to go in the ball game. Edwardsville 70 yards away from pay dirt. Alton 20, Edwardsville 13, fourth quarter. Second man through. Hendricks has a first down, tripped up after 7 yards, and a late flag flies in there. Let's see. Maybe holding on one of those Edwardsville linemen. It was. And I don't think he needed the help there at the very end of the run. That would have been a first down. No, and as you said, that play came in late, so you got to think if the ref threw that flag when he saw it, it was already after Hendricks had made the gain up through the middle. Boy, and how many big penalties has Edwardsville had on both sides of the football? That's 7 penalties, but a lot of them are huge tonight. Or when you think about the 3 in a row down at the goal line that helped the Redbirds get in the end zone. Then the penalty on the extra point, which ended up blocking their point after that, or missed it. Yeah. And then that one there, that's 5 huge penalties right there. Here's Roundtree rolling to his right. Man open, but he underthrows the intended receiver. Nick Plato out here in the flat, number 82. Looks like he's shaken up a bit, rolling around at his own 35-yard line. 82, Nick Plato. 2:06 to go, and a Redbird slow to get up, a Tiger slow to get up. Well, that Redbird is that man again, number 21, Ryan Smith. He's the one that came in there and put the blow on Plato. Plato's down injured, and Smith might have shook himself up a little bit. He's been a human missile out there today, just blowing people up left and right all night long for number 21. 2:06 to go in regulation. Fourth quarter, back at Public Stadium in a moment. The Redbirds still have a lead. They lead by 7, 20-13 over the Edwardsville Tigers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep, in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
It's time to book a date for your fall banquet and holiday party at Johnson's Corner. The banquet room at Johnson's Corner seats up to 80, and you can choose either a buffet or sit-down meal. Johnson's Corner will also cater to your home party, workplace, employee appreciation party, birthday party, or a holiday party. When Johnson's Corner caters, you can count on prompt personal service, and afterwards, they'll even clean up the food mess. Call for available dates, 465-5640. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton.
Did you know you can choose your own title company for your real estate transactions? Here are comments from people who chose Premier Title and Escrow Company.
Use them on an average 3 or 4 times a month.
We closed at the Premier office in Godfrey at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was back to work by 2:30.
They understand what I need when I call them, even if I can't express it properly to them.
For your next real estate transaction, choose Premier Title and Escrow Company in Godfrey, offering professional service with a personal touch.
Roll. He is putting some weight on it, though, and walking on it gingerly, so that is a good sign. Plato Senior 6'6", 230, after missing last season with an injury. 206 is all that remains here in the fourth quarter, and the Redbirds have never trailed in this game. Edwardsville trailed Alton 14-0 early in the third quarter, actually midway through the third period. Then Edwardsville scored 2 touchdowns, but couldn't get the extra point on the second one here in this fourth quarter, early in the fourth, and still trailed 14-13, and it's now 20-13, Redbirds by 7. Roundtree back over the middle, nice grab at the 35 to the 40, out to the 50-yard line, and a block, and then a game-saving tackle maybe there at the 40, tripped up by number 6. Zach Brown just got him on the shoe tops. I think it was number 6. Yep, number 6, Zach Brown, exactly who it was. He reached down and grabbed him by the ankle. He was looking to break that long for the touchdown, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Brown. And the Tiger player seems to be injured again. 104 yards passing now for Roundtree as he completes that one over the middle. Nice grab. And then a nice run after the catch of about 25 more yards to the Alton 40-yard line. And the receiver maybe with a leg cramp here after he was tripped up by Zach Brown. And boy, what a tackle by Brown. Shoestring tackle, really. Or else he may have gone 40 more. And I think literally, he grabbed the man's shoestring to bring him down. That's exactly, it was as if Brown was already on the ground and was able to just reach up in time to grab his toe to pull him down. Amazing. With 1:57 to go, the Redbirds lead it 20-13. Go all the way down to the wire tonight, which is basically what we figured here when this game got going and we were 7-0 even at halftime. Yep, I was looking forward to a last possession type game, and that's exactly what we're getting here this evening. The Redbirds defense has been stout all night long, and hopefully they can just hold on for another minute 57 and get this W for the all-night Redbirds. Redbirds less than 2 minutes away from win number 2. They would improve to 2-1 if they can hang on here, and Edwardsville would fall to 2-1. And again, Southwestern Conference action the rest of the way now, week number 3 all the way through week number 9. 7 conference games for everybody. And the Edwardsville Tiger players now up and limping back toward the huddle, and he'll go to the sideline, and 1st and 10 from the Alton 40-yard line. Roundtree under center, ready to go. 1st and 10, Redbirds on defense here. Roundtree rolling to his right, looking to pass. Still looking. Huntley tried to get him, and he did trip him up, and he's going to lose a couple of yards there. And they'll mark it at the 41, a loss of 1. Tell you what, as Roundtree was rolling out there, the whole time as he's rolling to the right, he had a receiver wide open standing on the sideline. It was number 80, Mark Sievers,
covered. He kept rolling towards the sideline, and big play for the Alton Redbirds there as they take him for a yard loss. Gerhard Huntley with the sack there, 1 yard loss, and boy, he was chugging the whole way to go after Roundtree. Second down and 11. We're down to 1:42 to play in the game. Flags fly over the middle again, and in and out of the hands of the it goes to Kenny Jones. It's intercepted by the Redbirds on the deflection over the 50. Jones down to the 43-yard line, and let's check the flag back at the 40-yard line. 20 yards down the field the other way after Jones grabbed the deflected pass for another Alton interception. Motion on the offense. Redbirds with an interception. 3 fumble recoveries, and now 2 interceptions. That's 5 turnovers.
And another tipped ball on that interception. The ball went right through the hands of the receiver of the Edwardsville Tigers into the arms of Kenny Jones, who returned the ball about 30 yards downfield, and the Redbirds will take over at the Edwardsville Tiger 44-yard line. Got a minute 27 left here, Brett, and hopefully for the Redbirds, they can hang on to the ball here, run this clock out, and bring home a huge victory for Alton High School.
Well, how about Kenny Jones's night? 2 touchdowns, including the 55-yarder a moment ago. Now he has an interception on defense, and it's Alton ball. They are up by 7. Here's Jones trying the near side. No gain, but doesn't matter. Let that clock roll for a while. 1:15 to go. Edwardsville maybe with 2 timeouts to go. They had to use one early in the second half. 1:05 left. Second down and 11. Jones loses a yard there.
You know, we weren't sure see Jones back in the ball game after he hobbled off the last offensive possession. Not only did he come back, he gets a big interception out there to hopefully seal the deal here.
50 seconds left. The Redbirds, 2nd and 11 from the Edwardsville 44. The fans up on their feet here on the near side, cheering on the Reds. Josh Keene under center. And he will wait for the last second, hand it to Jones. Jones hit, no gain again, lost the ball, but after he was already down. And we're down to 25 seconds to go. Timeout now for the Tigers on 3rd and 11. Edwardsville timeout with 22.9 seconds to go. And now a Redbird down with a leg cramp, and it might be Jones. It is.
It might be the same thing as what happened before. It looks like he's hobbling with that same leg. I can't tell if it's an ankle or a knee.
3rd down and 11. 22.9 seconds to go before the Redbirds win it. First time that they will have beaten Edwardsville here at home in 22 years. Since when? 85. 1985.
A Cardinal World Series year, Brent.
Redbirds, yes. Redbirds have won the last 2 games at Edwardsville in 06 and 04. But here at home, they've had trouble with the Tigers for sure. And 20-13 our score right now. A hard-fought victory if they can get it. 22 seconds is all that remains. The Tigers, back in 05, the last time they were here, beat the Birds 38-19. Josh Keene takes the knee, and it's going to be 4th down, but that's going to be the ball game. Edwardsville may be out of timeouts, and the Alton Redbirds are going to win it 20-13 here at Public School Stadium tonight. The Redbirds with a big win on State Street. 7-point win over the Edwardsville Tigers and a standing ovation here.
A well-deserved standing ovation for the Alton Redbirds, Brent. They played a tremendous ball game tonight on both sides. Special teams as well. 5 turnovers for their defense. An amazing, amazing game. There's not going to be wins in this one for the Alton Redbirds right here.
20-13. Alton over Edwardsville after the Redbirds lost by 40 here at home last week to Nokia. Both teams now 2-1. Back
Back with the post game in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Olin Community Credit Union provides friendly and professional service to thousands of area members, and you can join too. Take advantage of competitive rates on certificates, money markets, and IRAs, along with
Rolling Hills Golf Course, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend area, has been providing an enjoyable golf experience and exceptional value for thousands of golfers every year. Rolling Hills offers a 27-hole golf facility, state-of-the-art driving range, and a clubhouse designed for tournament use. Bring out a few friends or have your next business meeting where you can enjoy a light lunch with cocktails and free Wi-Fi. Be good to yourself and your game. Come out and visit Rolling Hills Golf Course or see us online at rollinghillsgc.com.
Looking for something to do this weekend?
RiverBender.com.
How about great deals on your favorite pastime?
RiverBender.com.
Maybe you're in the market for a new home.
RiverBender.com.
Or a new car.
RiverBender.com.
Restaurants, menus, coupons, and gift certificates.
RiverBender.com.
No matter what you're shopping for.
RiverBender.com.
If you live in the Riverbend community, you need to visit.
Win for Alton High, and they did it with defense. Even though they had 3 touchdowns, the 5 turnovers are huge, Brian, tonight.
They absolutely did it with defense, Brent. They shut down the running back Hendricks from the get-go of the game. The 5 turnovers, as you mentioned, 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. And my defensive player of the game's got to be Ryan Smith out there, all over the field making tackles, knocking guys out. You know, it looked like the Edwardsville offense started to pick it up when big number 86 for the Redbirds went down, who was having a great game out there before he got injured, who never came back into the game. Jeremy Jackson, that's right, Jeremy Jackson. He went down injured, and that was after that point, Edwardsville Tigers started to pick it up and put the ball down the Redbirds' throat a little bit, and it was Ryan Smith that kind of stepped up and said, hey, this isn't going to happen tonight. And then on the other side of the ball, Kenny Jones. You can't say enough about Kenny Jones tonight, can you, Brett?
No, you cannot. He did have the interception at the end of the ball game, but also 135 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. And touchdowns for Kenny Jones, 2 of those and 1 for Josh Keene. But we would be remiss if we didn't mention the 5 players that had the turnovers. The fumble recoveries, Brown, Jackson, and Huntley. The interceptions belong to Smith and Jones. And what a ball game for the defense, the offense, the special teams, you name it. It took a team effort, obviously, to beat the Tigers tonight.
It sure did, and let's not forget when the Edwardsville Tigers fumbled that ball down near their own goal line. It took a great punt by Nick Klein prior to that to get them inside the 5-yard line on a beautiful punt to pin them in there. Then the fumble came that the Redbirds recovered to put the ball into the end zone. It took a whole team effort, and you have to mention the hammer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have to mention the hammer. They ran it up the middle all night long with Jones. Right. Up the middle, the QB sneak. The hammer at center was paving the way out there as the mainstay of that offensive line.
Big ball game tonight, and we'll get you to another big ball game coming up. It's the Oilers home opener on the way. East Alton Wood River against Vandalia. We'll also have 3 high school football games on the air tomorrow, along with the Illinois home opener 2 against Western Illinois. Tonight's final, a big game at Public School Stadium and a big crowd here to see it. The Alton Redbirds over the Edwardsville Tigers, 20-13, the final score. The Redbirds now 2-1, and they open the conference with a victory here at home over the Edwardsville Tigers. Thanks to my partner, Brian Lewis. This is Brent Birkland from Public School Stadium. So long, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
Of continuous family ownership. The sports medicine pros at Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute. Dixon Distributing Company and Anheuser-Busch, who salute parents who talk to their kids about drinking. Responsibility matters.
Edward Jones Investment Representative Josh Farley, offering real solutions to real problems. Lewis and Clark Community College on Godfrey Road. Find your course. Liberty Bank in Alton, Godfrey, and Bethalto. It's their people who make the difference. Olin Community Credit Union. More Riverbend residents are choosing Olin Community Credit Union. Phone Masters, the only IBEW union shop in the Riverbend that sells AT&T wireless phones. Quality Pontiac GMC Cadillac Buick on the Parkway in Alton, home of 5-star award-winning service for Pontiac, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC. St. Peter's True Value Hardware and Grand Rental on State Street in North Alton. Help is just around the corner. State Farm Insurance Agent Tom Lane at 116 Bethalto Boulevard in Bethalto, providing 24-hour good neighbor service, 377-8912. Roberts Ford Chrysler Jeep in Alton and Roberts Ford in Wood River, 2 locations to better serve you. And by Williams Office Products on East Broadway in Alton and West Carpenter Street in Jerseyville, your hometown source for all your office equipment and supplies. This has been a live presentation of Z1570 Radio Sports.
Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
What do I have to do to sell you a car today?
Roberts Motors, 2 locations, Alton and Wood River.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agencies certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
It's time to book a date for your fall banquet and holiday party at Johnson's Corner. The banquet room at Johnson's Corner seats up to 80, and you can choose either a buffet or sit-down meal. Johnson's Corner will also cater to your home party, workplace, employee appreciation party, birthday party, or a holiday party. When Johnson's Corner caters, you can count on prompt personal service, and afterwards, they'll even clean up the food mess. Call for available dates, 465-5640. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton.
Did you know you can choose your own title company for your real estate transactions? Here are comments from people who chose Premier Title and Escrow Company.
Use them on an average 3 or 4 times a month.
We closed at the Premier office in Godfrey at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was back to work by 2:30.
They understand what I need when I call them, even if I can't express it properly to them.
For your next real estate transaction, choose Premier Title and Escrow Company in Godfrey, offering professional service with a personal touch.
Rolling Hills Golf Course, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend area, has been providing an enjoyable golf experience and exceptional value for thousands of golfers every year. Rolling Hills offers a 27-hole golf facility, state-of-the-art driving range, and a clubhouse designed for tournament use. Bring out a few friends or have your next business meeting where you can enjoy a light lunch with cocktails and free Wi-Fi. Be good to yourself and your game. Come out and visit Rolling Hills Golf Course or see us online at rollinghillsgc.com.
Looking for something to do this weekend?
RiverBender.com.
How about great deals on your favorite pastime?
RiverBender.com.
Maybe you're in the market for a new home.
RiverBender.com.
Or a new car.
RiverBender.com.
Restaurants, menus, coupons, and gift certificates.
RiverBender.com.
No matter what you're shopping for.
RiverBender.com.
Live in the Riverbend community. You need to visit
You've seen the billboards and the crazy floats, but what exactly is RiverBender.com? RiverBender.com puts the Riverbend community at your fingertips. Riverbend news and entertainment, as well as an awesome shopping guide with terrific money-saving coupons from area businesses, a full classified section, a link to local websites, games, and so much more. Plus, every week, RiverBender.com awards cash and prizes. You can...
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. And by Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep, in a spacious apartment